ఓకే బాయ్స్, వాయిస్ వస్తుందా? ఒక్క నిమిషం ఆగండమ్మా, చాట్ చదువుతా. ఏ యూట్యూబ్ డిలీట్ చేయి. ఏరా ఏమైందిరా మెగట్రాన్? మ్యాచ్ ఆల్రెడీ స్టార్ట్. సారీ రా మెగట్రాన్, సారీ 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 సారీ. ఎప్పుడు 2:30 కదరా మ్యాచ్?
To go 1-for-1.
Warning.
He's by himself though, so gonna drop the sky smoke.
My
just to be
bad,
able to
my
create
bad,
a
my
little
bad.
bit more space to try to get into an after plan.
Iris Skidush, welcome to the stream.
So good.
Long time,
The
Skidush
barrier
by Elon.
just block Crystal from hiding back into showers now.
And
GenG
professional
tries to
streamer.
close in the distance, but it's
Bro,
not
man,
quite
so
there.
good, Megatron.
Unfortunately,
Yeah,
weapons
so
not
good,
working
bye.
out. GE able to hold up around the little
Okay,
points, up
Nashal.
around the positions
ఇది కొంచెం
on
చిన్నది
this
చేసి
site.
I mean, you
Right
could
side
hear his
పెట్టు
lucky.
చూపిస్తా.
Not much he can do. Trying to break through
Okay.
a brick wall, despite the fact that Autumn is very
Ivoru
low
కింద
here. I
పెట్టు
think that
పడదొచ్చా?
GE have been able to secure themselves
ఇది
around. It
ఇక్కడ
was a
వద్దులే.
nice
ఇది పైన
start,
పెడదాం ఇక్కడ.
honestly, for GenG. Lakia wrapping back around. He wants to try to keep this one expensive. I don't think he's even got time
Okay,
to
okay.
defuse the
Banana.
spike though.
Probably not.
Oh,
Oh no,
Okay, ఇది okay
taking out
కదా?
Crystal. That makes things a little bit more doable. Still though, time is
GenG,
going to be
yeah.
the biggest factor. There we go.
Ah,
Nicely done from
yeah.
Autumn. 3k
G
from him
round,
on
G
the bridge
round.
will
Let's
secure
go, G
himself
fighting.
an orbital and save GE from a bit of a nightmare scenario. I
G
thought they were
fighting,
about to
boys.
get bonus there. Honestly, that's almost as bad though. They've
Almost.
lost almost every single weapon. Autumn's got no armor coming out of that round, so it really couldn't have got much more expensive in a round that you won.
But at the end of the day, I mean, just kind of keeping things tight. It'll kind of allow them to continue forward, especially with
Because
how
of
they can
aspect
try and
ratio, I guess.
use,
ఏరా తేడాగా ఉంది ఆస్పెక్ట్ రేషియో.
Looks like a quicker one this time
అవునా?
for GE.
వెయిట్ 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 వెయిట్, మై
Grab
బ్యాడ్
that
మై
may
బ్యాడ్
be
మై బ్యాడ్.
comboed on in here with the orbital if it does connect. Lakia
ఒరే అమ్మ,
as he gets
సారీ
sacked
రా,
down
సారీ
by
గైస్,
the grab
సారీ
net
సారీ
that flies up in towards Garden. No, but the KO knife will confirm his presence and Udatan securing control of Garden for now.
ఇప్పుడు ఓకే, మోస్ట్లీ ఓకే అయ్యి ఉండాలి ఇప్పుడు,
GenG though.
మోస్ట్లీ.
Quite prepared for whatever hit might come.
Ah,
You've
yeah,
got
yeah,
Ziggs
yeah, yeah.
closer up towards A short
ఇంకేంటి
as
రాస్కి
well.
దిస్ లాంగ్ టైమ్ బాయ్. ఏం చేస్తున్నావు ఈ
Waiting with
మధ్యన?
the key pieces of
Game
utility ready to
రావట్లే,
react
ఏం
off of
చేస్తున్నావు?
anything that GE
Okay,
throws at
long
them. And
loan
that's why you
ఉన్నారు.
see that singular flash with the
Attack
disengage
చేయండి
from
మన
GE. They're trying to bait out and trade down utility. Zinx punished for the peek onto short though. That's a big pick for GE.
And you can already see the rotations
SK ban
coming
ఉంది
across
కదా,
from
ఇంకా
them while
కొంచెం
GenG
పెట్టమా?
still potentially worried. And you got
ఇంటికి
Crystal
వెళ్ళా.
on the lurk
అవునా?
as well.
ఓకే ఓకే. ఏం వర్క్ ఫ్రమ్ హోమ్
This
తీసుకున్నావు
might be
ఎట్ట?
a tough round coming ahead unless Foxy9 is able to do as he
అరే
used
సెక్సీ
to.
రీడ్ రా బ్రో,
Of
సెక్సీ
course, on
రీడ్.
different roles now.
Got to do
Sexy
something
reader.
special here. Vandal in
Easy
hand,
entry.
which is going to really
వీడు మెయిన్
kind
మాలీ
of hamper his
వేస్తాడు.
ability to be able to spam through the smokes. There's the aggression.
నైస్ లర్క్ రా,
Over
నైస్
on
లర్క్,
Hooper's
నైస్
side.
లర్క్.
Karen may
డేట్లకు
get caught
దొరుకుతుంది.
by Crystal here, and
నైస్
that's
వన్
another
క్రిస్టల్.
nice pick for GE as they secure the
దొరకలేదు
spike
దొరకలేదు
plant, courtesy
దొరకలేదు.
of the wingman yet
2 days
again. That
ముందే
will give the thrash
బ్యాక్
over to
బ్యాక్
Patman.
గోయింగ్. అవునా? ఓకే 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 ఫైన్.
And obviously now it's just a
Nice
lot
ra,
more
nice
control
read
of
ra.
the situation for GE. They're giving themselves all the space they want on the site, setting down the barrier as well. Just another obstacle for GenG in the retake.
It's so hard to retake into deadlock. They
For
might just
sure,
save.
man.
Yeah, they can't go for this. I mean, you've got an orbital and a thrash. there is absolutely no way you're getting in there,
Huh?
even if GE is missing their money lineups.
Hey, they got the grab net in.
Bro,
Not to
line
mention,
miss
Crystal does
చేసేసాడు.
get a kill. It's
Dude,
also up to his ult.
So GenG
అందరి ముందు పరువు
opting
పోయింది
to
కదా.
just fall away for now. Look to try to play their way into round number
Filter
5
లేదా
here.
పరిస్థితిరా?
GE, that was a very strugglesome
పరువు
round,
పోయింది
you
కదా.
have to say, in round number 3. And then round
Nice
4,
round, nice
it
round,
really
nice
couldn't
round.
have gone better, quite honestly. They have
Damn,
recovered
right.
their economy in a big
5
way.
members
And they
అలాగే
have to
ఉన్నారు.
burn through any of these big ults as they continue into this half. So this attack is looking
అట్లనే
scarier and scarier for them.
Despite the rocky start. So all things considered, I mean, this is what the whole thing was
Start.
about. You know, you come in off the
Nice.
slight break from kickoff.
Hello,
You
Ronda
cooked
gets
up
it,
this, you know, what Morgan was saying on the desk, like slow cooking this composition. This has been in the works for quite some time.
Yeah, Frost is stirring away. Along with, by the way, 4 total coaches for GE. So, look, if you can't come up with new comps, someone's probably not doing very much work over there.
Okay.
Out comes the Thrash straight through the TP, or actually straight from outside of Hookah. This could be
Elam
a quicker
control
one here for GE.
చేసుకుంటున్నారు
At the same time,
Oh.
Texture's just prepared
Oh,
for it.
bro.
Straight on skewered through.
Texture.
Still, though, considering that some of the players are on the sheriffs, this is not just
texture.
done yet. Crystal still
Nice one,
fighting
Crystal.
alongside the rest of GE. All's
Nice.
coming in.
Yeah, Annihilation doesn't connect on
Speed
anybody.
వెళ్ళడం
GE
is
have
not a
to
good
slow
idea.
this one down. Wall
Crystal
goes
and
up, Sky
Batman,
Smoke's invested,
health
lots
gun
of
and
GenG
abilities
players
కనిపించ-
ready to be able to
కనిపించట్లే.
defend this B site. Pivot through the
ఎదురా?
TP does come out from GE, but Zinx is
అవునా?
lying in wait.
It's sub goal వల్ల
Angle. He's got the gate crash prepped up as well.
ఆహా,
but-
okay, okay,
Oh,
అలాగంటావా?
Jesus, farming the orbs.
It's playing
Okay,
Farming
okay, my
Simulator,
bad, my
man.
bad, my
Crystal's
bad.
in his tractor. He's picked up multiple orbs here, moving his way towards a next Annihilation.
Okay.
The first one completely whiffed,
Mostly
but
ఇప్పుడు
big
బాగానే
hopes for the next one.
Let's see if these seeds will yield them any fruit. No smokes on the site, though.
Okay, ga.
It's going to be a bit worrisome, but Zinx is
Thought.
giving his best
Nice
go.
one.
Pat's going to get a
Winnable,
trade
ra.
as well.
Still
Now
winnable.
Autumn on to site.
క్యారన్ కొట్టేస్తే
Ever so
గేమ్ వెళ్దే
carefully.
క్యారన్
Corners.
కొడితే
If
గేమ్
you can
వెళ్దే
actually
క్యారన్
take a
చూసుకోకపోతే
shot, but-
కష్టం క్యారన్ పిక్స్ వన్ డన్ అంతే
Safe plant onto
Yeah,
wingman.
bond.
GenG
Okay,
now
okay, fine.
organising themselves for the retake. Remember, there is still an orbital in play here for Autumn.
ఇంకేం లేదులే అయిపోయింది విన్
So useful in the post-plant situation.
Mostly
He's
win
also
అవ్వాలిరా.
stuck into sites.
Oh,
Bro,
Unfortunately, he's going to get taken
Autumn.
out real quick. And it's all just down to Pat. Doesn't have much to work with. Just
Oh,
the shots,
oh.
but that might be enough.
Not planning
3
for
so
it.
far, and he's got to push up front. Karen looking for the
Bro,
wide swing, but Pat is
Batman.
still in the driver's
Batman.
seat.
That is fantastic for a man who
Batman,
only had 1 kill going into that round.
Bro,
Big play for
Batman.
GE. He was making so many big plays over in kickoff. Another heroic performance from Patman.
Batman is back, ra.
Back on
Batman
the
is back.
initiator
Let's go,
role,
let's
one
go.
which he wasn't really able to
TRX
play too
blood
much.
అది.
That is a huge opener for Texture. But another round where
TRX
GenG,
blood అది.
they start out
మామూలుగా
with a
ఉండదు.
man
TRX
advantage or
blood.
they find the opening tool that they were looking
Bro,
for and
ఏం
then they
షాట్స్
can't
రా
close it.
రెండైతే మొత్తం క్రేజీ
Just makes things so a little bit
Crazy.
awkward for their upcoming buys as well. I mean, so far still
Totally
able to
crazy.
come up with another one for this round, but clearly you can start to see why GE has picked this
W,
composition
W.
too.
Outlook
W
could be deadly
Batman.
here. 4 sets of light armor on GenG. It's looking a little bit worrisome. Very much a default approach though. GE are not in a rush to be going anywhere too quickly here. So want to work the map. They've got
ఆడుతున్నారా
plenty of
జీ
utility to be
అమ్మ
able to
స్టాట్స్
do so. This
బాగున్నారా
composition allows you to
ఇంప్రూవ్
be
చేయ
so
స్టాట్స్ కదా
flexible. Taking map control.
స్టాట్స్ కొట్టు
Isn't that the thing about the double initiators?
Of course, yeah. I mean,
Damn.
there's a knife. Although there is a longer cooldown now, you can't throw all these pieces of util out every couple of seconds.
నైస్ రా
You can pick
నైస్
yourself
రా
up a dizzy, that's gonna
క్రిస్టల్
help you
గెట్స్
kind of
వన్
work. Guarded.
ఈజీ ఎంట్రీ
The
ఇనే
thing is, like, you've
Crystal
seen
gets
these
one.
kind of agents on this map for a long time. Although this is a creative comp for this current
ఏది
meta,
కనుక వీళ్ళకి
we've seen
picks
Deadlock
కష్టమే
on this map.
mostly.
We've seen
Oh.
KO
Gee.
Gecko on this
హాఫ్
map
షీట్స్
back in
ఉన్నారు
the
అందరూ
day. Pick from Lakia does
Ah.
shut down the Outlaw early on there.
కనిపించలేడు
Over on the other side of the map,
నైస్
though,
రా
Crystal's
క్రిస్టల్
done very well to punish Texture.
Nice
He's gonna
one,
put a
Crystal.
little bit more pressure on GenG's rotations here.
ఆల్మోస్ట్ దొరికేసింది సైట్
Yeah, quick through the teleporter. And that's why he was up in this
యువల్స్
position
యువల్స్
this
క్లియర్
whole
చేయాలమ్మా
time.
యువల్స్
And
క్రికెట్
I think
చేయాలి
we just saw a similar
Right,
thing
okay.
happening in the previous round. Now it's Foxy9 alone.
అయిపోయింది
On this
అయిపోయింది
side.
అయిపోయింది
He's gonna get burnt.
Huh?
Okay, not quite a crisp just yet. Still alive, able to play. But the Barra Mash just makes it so tough.
నైస్ నైస్
That's the
ట్రేడ్
thing
నైస్
about the
ట్రేడ్
deadlock
పెడతాను
again.
నైస్ ట్రేడ్
And then you got Autumn watching the flank.
షార్ట్ రావటం
Able to kind of hold things off even
Adi
as the
gubaga
flash
alala,
comes
Kalin
through.
gubaga.
There's no hope for
గట్టిగా
GenG in this coming round anymore.
It's just
All
another
dead.
retake they haven't been able to convert, unfortunately. And some of that has been down to Deadlock utility, but some of that has been down to, I mean, not necessarily being able to clean up
మీద ఇంత
Outman
బాగా
in a 3v1.
Easy pick.
Lakia does get a consolation frag, will gift him the Nightfall, but that's where the good news ends for GenG. This defense has been a
జెంజీనే
disaster.
చూస్తున్నాను నేను జెంజీనే చూస్తున్నానా నేను అసలు
Yeah, constantly
Am I
just trying
seeing
to
జెంజీ బ్రో
play around for information, up around B long, but GE just have so many options.
Yep. GenG need to figure it out. Wouldn't be surprised to see a timeout. Feels like this overdrive is just rotting on texture. Will have to be burnt coming into this round. It will be one of these rounds where it should be a half buy. Overdrive is a very, very big ult to be able to win you some of those kind of rounds.
I mean, as long as Crystal's still alive, and he's still good, hasn't used his utility that much. I mean, into the post plants.
I mean,
He just can't overdrive.
He had his grab net, you know? He still had his grab net at the end of that round. They're not even needing a lot of this utility. He was on that team.
లెట్స్ గో ఎరా బాయ్ నేను ఇప్పుడే వస్తాను నాకు ఐ విల్ డూ వన్ థింగ్ టైమ్ అవుట్ అయ్యే లోపల వచ్చేస్తాను సరేనా టైమ్ అవుట్ అయ్యే లోపల వచ్చేద్దాం ఓకే
It's going to be pretty cursed at this point.
వచ్చేసా
It's a knife out towards U-Haul. Crystal once again on the line, well aware that there'll be light armor on offer. Udatan ready to pick up the pace into U-Haul now.
The whole team's here to play.
ఓకే అమ్మ అక్కడ నలుగురు ఉన్న సైట్ లో
As well. Texture gonna give it an attempt, but quickly shut down.
That's the overdrive burnt. Sees connects on a lot of players though, and the shotgun's starting to get to work, but GE holding the line nicely. Just all posted on that U-Haul entrance, and it feels like fish in a barrel trying to force their way through that choke point. GenG just get absolutely denied entry.
ట్రై పోలింగ్ ద
And
పోల్
GE, I mean, it's just a very patient approach from them. They haven't even forced the spike plant yet. They're just waiting for GenG to overheat, and time again, GenG are overheating.
ఏమన్నా ఆడుతున్నారా
It's just so uncomfortable. You never know when that needle's gonna
Crazy.
drop.
ఐడెంటిటీ సౌండ్ ఇస్తున్నాడు
You see players starting to post up around the site. The deadlock utilities coming out, and you feel like you need to go. You
అది
hear
కాదు
taps coming
ఇప్పుడు
in, but
ఆ క్లాసిక్ తో
there's no
ఏమంటారు
chance.
100 ఎక్కి అవసరమా
Yeah, Foxy9 gonna be a very long save for this man. He'd love a kill. If you get a kill and die, that's your orbital on offer. And with a lot of ults in play on the other side, you don't really care if the other team's getting a few for themselves. Crystal
అది
spotting him
ఎలాగో
out.
దొరకదు అయిపోయింది
Grabnet will
అయిపోయింది,
connect,
అయిపోయింది.
but are you just beckoning him into the arms of the shotgun here? It seems like Crystal is well aware. He is not interested in what Foxy9 is selling.
Nice one,
They're
bro,
going
nice.
together though. Nice overshot.
Very nicely done. Molly lands on his
Bro,
head.
bro,
Autumn
bro,
a little bit better with the on-the-fly mollies than the molly lineup so far. That's maybe what happens when you put a primary duelist onto Brimstone. That's just rough though. I mean, that's the overdrive that was sitting there for 2 or 3 rounds. He runs into U-Haul, gets his head blown off. That was the end of that.
Yeah, we're just gonna write this one off. I mean, half buy coming in. It is what it is. But
Nice,
now you
nice,
look to the
nice.
next round where hopefully that timeout has done some work for GenG.
I'm hoping so, because, I mean, even from the player comms, GE are laughing like a couple of schoolgirls right now. It is going a little bit too easy for them
Love schoolgirls,
on this
what
game
the
of Bind.
fuck?
Quicker pace in
Em
towards
maatladutunnaru
bathrooms here.
vaadu.
Flash being prepped by Zavi.
Oh, and they're just gonna poke right through. You got the Nightfall and quick response, but annihilation out from Crystals. Well, not connecting. You got the shots in at the very end. Then the rest of the team just trying to pick up the pace or rescue their
Nice one,
teammates. They're
nice
walking into crosshairs. Lakia is laughing away with the rest of the
You
team
brother
arriving soon enough.
There's the res. Seas
Bro,
and Relay
you
Ball
got-
giving some problems for
Oh,
GE,
ente,
and they've been
ente,
crunched
ente,
by
ente.
Caron from the other side.
Ente,
Great
ente,
team
ente.
play for GenG. First time you've seen much of an active approach into GE, and you get the bathrooms crunch in response there from GenG. Works out a treat.
If not for that Nightfall, if not for, you know, GenG maybe taking some control over B long, wouldn't have allowed them to respond that quickly.
The do quite nicely. A lot of pressure on Zinx. Trades Foxy9 quite well, and even though he eats the Annihilation, there's more than enough players in response from GenG to close that round out. Utility well used there to put the press on. Finally, GE with a round that causes them a little bit more trouble this time. They're not going to opt for another pace change. Haunt will secure the bathrooms line here for Texture, though.
You would think as GE you're somewhat wise to it, so trying to avoid some of these potential op lines for now.
GenG have got some great ults in play here, though. I mean, the dimensional drift into something like an orbital could be fantastic for a retake. Prowler did come out on long there, and Lakia not spotting out any players, but I do believe it's going to be a thrash play straight through Hookah into a B execute.
Just up around the corner. Prowler back in again, so it's additional information for GenG, but so far so good. The orbital comes in to hold things off. At the same time, Touch pushes up, overdrive ready, and burning everyone else down. GenG now for the retake.
Foxy, unfortunately, not able to hold much in tandem. Karen creeping up on the line should have a little bit of space here on elbow, but outside of that, that's where the good news really ends for GenG. This is going to be an impossible retake.
You just hope for a kill or two before you start to go. Oh, and the second Thrash gets sent in as well. Texture
nice shot,
walking away with some kills at the same time, and then it's Karen up from behind. Oh, GenG, make it work.
He gets given a freebie there coming out of elbow. There's some massive shots connected from a player who's been pretty quiet thus far in this game. Really big step up from Caron. In the clutch, it's two of GenG's most veteran players that have lifted trophies together, able to put the pieces together at the last minute. And honestly, I was a little critical of GenG throwing away a massive advantage in a retake there. I mean, that is a post plant that you should not be having any issues closing. It's got them very fired up, and you get an immediate timeout. This is where you're getting a slap on the...
వాళ్ళ చేతుల్లోనే ఉండే కదరా. దట్ వాజ్ ఎ త్రో రౌండ్ బాయ్, దట్ వాజ్ ఎ త్రో రౌండ్. ఓకే, ఇట్స్ ఓకే, ఏం పర్లేదు. లంచ్ తిన్నావా? తిన్నా అయిపోయింది. ఏం నువ్వు తినలే? ఇంకా తిన్నావా? దేర్ ఇస్ మై వాటర్ బాటిల్. ఏమైందిరా ఏడుస్తున్నావు? తిన్నావా తినలేదా?
With a spike up.
ఓ కాన్స్ చూపిస్తున్నారా?
Yeah, flashes. We net with the flash.
It's going to be a quicker play towards B here. Get the grab net straight up
Gonna land with
in towards Garden.
ఎందుకు వాడు ఒక్కడ పుష్ చేస్తున్నాడు?
That's just going to give them a lot of control launching pad into the side. GenG though. Just trying to set up the crossfires needed.
అది
You have the pit there for Caron if he wants to use it reactively.
Oh, he's going to kind of slink back towards the site.
Nice shot.
Nice
Nice
no,
one,
that's where unfortunately everyone starts to get shot down. The Caterpillar smokes on the site. Actually working out.
Yeah, not doing too badly. Zeke's trying to fight his way out of it, wriggle out of a bad situation, but Patman denying it. Overheat a little bit there from Uditan.
Let's go.
Towards elbow. Confirming that the two players are coming in from small side on the retake. It's really not going to matter too much. Another successful execute pulled off by GE. After losing a round, they'd probably rather forget. They immediately reply with a really nice B take.
The whole party, you got the barrier down for the post plant as well.
Lineup correct ga undi ikkada.
Just practicing some lineups.
Ikkada correct gaane undi lineup.
You actually got that one.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, no better time, right, to practice than in the official, right? Not like this is maybe the most important game of the group for you. Because last time around, I mean, this was the lower break, make or break game in kickoff, and it took 24 rounds of regulation on every single map. It couldn't have been closer, and something tells me we might be in for exactly the same today.
It's a real good chance because of the upcoming
ఓ
maps as
మెంటల్ ఏం
well.
రా
For this one,
ఆవుడుతుంది
you would
అచ్చుడు
expect
అచ్చుడు ఎమ్మ
GE
ఆటం ఎలా రా ఆటం
to have their way with things.
Lovely counter spam there. Onto Caron inside of the side
Don't
after
forget
denying the
to
windman
unsubscribe.
plant. He loses his life for it. Now prepping once again a
Okay,
bit of a
Rebecca,
faster
okay.
A execute. Texture with the operator is the one to keep
ఓ
your eye
రెండు
on, and
సబ్స్
he will be
తీసుకొద్దాం అని చెప్పి లేదు
right up in the face of this
డోంట్
play.
ఫర్గెట్ టు అన్సబ్స్క్రైబ్ అంట తప్పు కదరా ఓ బ్రో
Just
వాట్
getting
ఎ
hit by
కాంబో
everything.
వాట్ ఎ
Not gonna
కాంబో
go up
బ్రో
in time though, but does give GE so much space back in again. But Foxy9
no,
off the
no.
classic, and now GE starting to lose their grip.
అంటే
Just Pat left on the site.
డబ్ల్యూ కాంబో
GenG have him completely surrounded.
దీంట్లో వీళ్ళ
See if he's
మిస్టేక్
able to
ఏం
put
లేదు
together another
వాళ్ళు
4K,
బాగుంటారు అంతే
1VX.
వాళ్ళు
Getting smoked
బాగుంటారు
off. They're
అంతే
really not giving him
నో
any
మిస్టేక్ ఆఫ్
options.
ది
Taking him a little bit more seriously this time around. GenG. He's earned his respect at this
కానీ
point.
అమ్మా ఏమన్నా కాంబో నాది
We're just trying to keep things tactical
స్మోక్లో
as
చిన్న
well.
చిన్న
but
గ్యాప్స్
Pat,
బాయ్
he's
అది ఉంటది
hoping
అనుకో
for
ఆబ్వియస్
just a
ఉంటది
bit
అది
of
ఇంకా
vision.
ఏమంటారు
Always paranoid
టెక్స్చర్
about
గడు
the
ఎరుపు
back
గడు
and
కాబట్టి
forth.
ఆడు అలా కొడుతున్నాడు సైకో
At
సైలే
some
గడు
point, you might just want to toss out Dizzy or Wingman, but now he's got a little bit of something.
They're just going to swing him together.
Oh.
Not even needed. There's Texture. A big
Shot
round
bhai.
from him on the
Yeah,
Neon.
le
It's
bhai
been
ke
an agent
yaar,
that he
Adnan
picked up
bhai,
a while
kaise ho,
ago,
kaise
and
ho?
he's really gone strength to strength.
యాలే అద్నాన్ భాయ్
Once upon a time, a little bit critical of his agent pool as a
Kya chal
duelist,
raha
but Neon has become a staple for this man. You saw it on Haven all the time for GenG,
बढ़िया आप बताओ
causing
अरे
havoc
कुछ
on it
नहीं भाई
over in Toronto. So his op kills in
full time night
combination
streamer
with
or
some
what
chip-ins from the rest of the boys. Nice right click from
Bro,
Foxy9.
that
Zinx using his
shot.
only flash
Bah,
to come
bah,
out of the
bah, bah,
teleporter.
bah, bah,
Something
bah.
that they highlighted on the analyst
what a
desk.
shot bro
Yoru might be nerfed, but the TPs aren't.
okay
That's why this whole map kind of works out for GenG's composition as
Nice
well.
reveal.
But now, GE back into it.
Nice securing bathrooms control. A bit of a jump spot from Udatan, just trying to tell what the setup is, using the Neon movement to gain free
Cat
information.
secret
Does
nahi
at
wale.
least bait out a Molotov in
Matlab?
response from GenG.
Make things a little bit more
Matlab?
workable. At the
Samjha
same
nahi.
time, though, Zinx
Burned through
Cat
both of his gate crashes.
secret
That's his
nahi
second
wale.
one. Remember that the duration of those is
Sponsor
greatly
shots.
reduced, so he has to choose whether he wants to stick around on this angle or bail out right now. And it does seem like he's going to back
Oh.
himself. Nice tag from Texture to start things
Cool.
off.
hurt Crystal quite a bit, but he still hangs back, takes him down instead. Then it's go time
mein
for
VCT
GenG onto
VCT
this A
Acha,
site.
acha, acha.
Foxy9 trying to post up front,
Nice
but
shot,
Patman makes it a
Batman.
trade.
Nice
Orbital
shot.
strike comes in just to clear out
Eh.
maps as well.
okay
And hopefully the spike
Shot.
gets planted soon enough, but
Nice trade,
it's
nice
just
trade,
to bait
nice
out the positions
Nice
where
trades.
GenG would be.
Got good patience from Caron there. You thought he
कौन
was on
मेरे को
for
बोल
another
रहे हो
one
क्या
of
या
his
फिर आप
vintage
सीख रहे हो
multi-frags. Knife.
ये VCT देख कर गया
Confirm the position of Lakia. Up goes the one way, so this is a
भाई
very
लेकिन
low
मजा आता है
percentage
भाई
retake.
अब देखने में क्या ही खेलते हैं
Otherwise, not much
ah,
else. Kind of already know where he
कुट
is.
कुट 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 कुट
Just throwing the kitchen sink at him. Can't even get out of
अरे
the one
अरे
way.
अरे अरे
Okay.
ओ
We'll give Lakia his flowers a little bit.
आप
You know, he is
uh,
the Lakia.
Of Valorant.
Still getting
Okay,
spotted
1v2
though.
पे आ
and
गया।
pretty much in
Oh, oh.
control. Lakia
No.
still not backing down. Hang on a
ah
second.
nice
Nah.
one nice one
Autumn
nice
out
one
from
nice one nice
behind.
one
And with this, at least
Nice
G
one.
does secure a bit
अरे
of
ऐसा
a
कुछ नहीं
lead
है
going
भाई
into the second
Watchparty
half.
मजा आता है
Yeah,
बस
they've done very well on the attacking side
ज़्यादा
there.
कुछ
I
काम
mean,
नहीं
given the
रहता है
fact that GenG has taken the pistol, you had a big string of
बस
rounds
नहीं
in
लेना है
there
कुछ नहीं लेना
from
है
Global. Courtesy
बैठो
of a
आराम से
very
comment
nicely
करो
tailored game plan with this double initiator. It's a combo that we've seen
ज़्यादा
in the
stress नहीं लेने
past.
का
Usually played with Viper. You often see back in the day when Gecko was very strong, the Viper wall go up and then you'd have
भाई
Dizzy and KO flashes over the top, or you'd be playing a Sky with a Gecko, for example. Double Enid did used to be very
बैटमैन
popular
ब्रो
on this
क्या
map
ही
in
खेल
that
रहा है
meta.
भाई बैटमैन
We've seen Deadlock
क्या
as
ही
well,
खेल
so
रहा
I
है
think that this GE
Okay,
comp
halftime.
is a bit of an amalgam.
क्या लग रहा है कौन जीतेगा ఏమనిపిస్తుంది రా అబ్బాయిలు చెప్పండి చెప్పండి व्हाट डू यू पीपल थिंक वैसे हाँ मैंने पोल दिया रखा है पोल डाल देना जी लेट्स गो भाई लेट्स गो हैशटैग जी फॉइडिंग भाई अभी खेल रहे हो क्या आदनान भाई स्ट्रीम कर रहे हो या फिर रात को ही फिर भाई कल देखा था मैंने आपको 1:30 बजे भी खेल रहे थे वैलोरेंट 1 बजे देखा था शायद से मैंने फुल फुल नाइट रैंक ग्राइंड चालू है रैंक ग्राइंड पूरी तरह चालू है भाई Guys, do subscribe if anyone new to the channel, guys. Do subscribe. Can we hit 305 subs, guys, today? 305. हाँ full night D-rank चालू है. ओ भाई.
Yeah. Now he's
मतलब
on the
मजे किए
attacking
हो
side,
पूरी
so
तरह.
he's going to be running it down
पूरी
hand
तरह
in hand
मजे
with
किए हो.
Zeeks.
तो फिर.
See how that does go for GenG. Going to be a bit of a fight over short A early on here.
Okay.
Very centralized setup for GE. Ready to crunch to the middle of the map through the TP if needed, but GenG are walking their way towards bathrooms for
They are
now.
playing
It is a
split in the
very
first
default
round.
approach, just trying to
5
catch
man में
any
वही
aggression
होता
early
है.
on.
हाँ ना भाई. फुल बकचोदी 5 man में. 5 man में क्या बोलते हैं? रैंक अप का नहीं देखते.
Both sides.
बिल्कुल भी नहीं देखते रैंक अप का. Okay, they will reheat A.
Second
They
smoke
will
down.
reheat A if they
Yeah,
get a
I mean,
pick
it's a
in
very standoff
showers.
approach. GE
Or they
well
are
aware that there could be
they
a
will
short
push from
setup
short.
behind this smoke. They have to
Mostly they will.
respect it for the time being. Now GenG going to organize themselves to retake short. They
यही
do
पे
invest the
पक्का
Ori
यही
flash to burst through this smoke. They're not going to have one for the later part of the round. And in fact, they're just going to wait for it to elapse and try contact approach instead.
Yeah, that's what it comes down to.
उड़ता
Feels like an all-in or nothing where G
उड़ता
might be a little bit
Oh,
more
shot.
prepared,
Nice,
and
nice,
they're
nice,
still
nice.
trying to poke and prod.
Nice
See
one.
what they can find. A little bit of a flash getting sent across it now. You start to see players push out a hookah.
Can't force your way through that one as GenG. You still have the relay bolt in play. GE have taken the middle of the map in the meantime. So if you get the pivot back to B here from GenG, it's going to be very hard to make that work. But they seem singularly focused on taking this A site one way or another.
And sometimes watching them flank a
nice
little
one,
bit as well,
Patman.
the top
Let's
20
go, let's go,
seconds feels
Patman,
gonna
let's
get you
go.
Nervous.
Let's go,
Pat's starting
Patman.
to
Shot
front.
ray.
Autumn's done a
Shot ray,
pretty good
Autumn.
job at holding the off angle. And now
nice one,
Pat comes in
Patman.
for the
Easy,
flank.
easy round,
You got
easy
10
round,
seconds
easy
left.
round.
You're still trying to get the spike down. It's not happening, guys. Javi has gone away with the triple kill at the end.
Yeah, GenG just getting stalled out by Brim Smokes for the majority of that round. It felt like they gave a lot of respect to that. And I think that comes down to what the comp is at this point. Back in the day, if you had multiple blindsides, you could try to burst your way through smokes a little easier. To be fair, he probably wouldn't have had two on the pistol anyway. But with this kind of comp, what you want to see in response to those smokes is just prowler or blindside your way through the smoke, burst out with the neon and take things a little bit quicker. But it was very tentative for GenG, and maybe that's respect to the double E util, or maybe that's respect to the deadlock.
Oh.
Just kind of
Shot.
feeling things out as always the initial opening rounds, but for this one, you're not expecting these lineups that Javi has now fully equipped, pushing on through. The rest of the team straight through. Teleporter crunch.
Yeah, it looks really nice for GE, doesn't
Problem
it? Fighting all together in response to the bathrooms take from
Bro,
GenG. I think
Sara.
early on though for GenG, that's going to be something that they can keep in mind. I think you'd rather get bathrooms crunched and destroyed on an anti-eco than you would an important gun round later on in the game.
wrap up చేస్తున్నారు
Can be well aware that GE
Proper
may be playing some garden setups towards B and that they're going to be playing around the TPs.
వెనక్కి వచ్చాడు షరీఫ్
You
ఉన్నాడు
probably would have seen something
they didn't
similar in
want
the
to
pistol
take
if the
risk.
approach had been up through the middle of the map up on A.
That
Because you had GE take that
వాళ్ళు
short
వెనక్కి
control,
వచ్చారు
and that's
వెనక్కి
going to
వచ్చిన
allow
తర్వాత
them to
వీళ్ళు
actually
ఇద్దరు
pivot
టీపీ
TP
కొట్టారు
towards
బీ
that A side of
నుంచి
the map if the
బీ
hookah
నుంచి
take
ఇద్దరు
comes
టీపీ
out.
కొట్టి
So
కొట్టారు
very
వెనకాల
clear to
నుంచి
me
కొట్టారు
early
వాళ్ళు.
on at least that
ఈ
GE
లోపల వీళ్ళు
wants to
వెనకాల
be
చూస్తున్న
aggressive. They want
టైంలోనే
to play on
మనోడు
the
ముందుకు
front
వచ్చి
foot.
బుల్డాగ్ ది కొట్టాడు
And once again, you're seeing them very
Valorant,
close
yeah.
up on short here. I love this on the bonus.
నెక్స్ట్ లెవెల్ స్టార్ట్స్ రా లెట్స్ గో
As
గైస్
long as
దిస్
it still
టైం
keeps
VCT
working.
GenG 2-0
Try to take things away from GenG,
Hey,
but
ఇలా
not
ఉన్నావు ఇట్రా
fully
మెగాట్రాన్
blinded.
2-0
Not
ఏంట్రా
quite able to play around it
ఎవరు
as
గెలుస్తున్నారు
well.
చూడట్లేదు
Still got the
నువ్వు
smoke to back into though. And that's going to be Autumn now going down.
Very chaotic. Great reactive utility from GenG there. The C's, the relay bolt. They're really responding to all of GE's aggression in kind. Now you get the pivot
తప్పురా
back through
మెగాట్రాన్
bathroom side. Patman trying to find a little bit of a timing here. The B site is fully enforced
తప్పు
with
తప్పుగా మాట్లాడుతున్నా తప్పుగా
deadlock util for now. But Patman's definitely the player to keep your eye on.
Yeah. I mean, if this doesn't work out for him, it's
Shot,
going to be
Batman.
positioning up
Shot.
the front, but still he walks away with three!
Batman.
Dizzy out, and he's looking for the quad as well. Oh, the parent just does it. 9 pays no heed to it. 1v2 now.
And Crystal getting active in the middle of the map now over on market side. Xavi very low on HP. Gravnet is still
అరే
in play.
గెలిచింది రాజు
Could be the piece of utility that secures this
ఓకే
round,
ఓకే
but
నైస్
Karen's reading this quite well for now.
అరే
Or is he?
అలా కాదు
Crystal.
అంతే
I mean, this is a crazy off angle.
సెక్సీ
There's
క్రిస్టల్
no way.
అది నైస్ వన్
You
నైస్
just
వన్
wouldn't think that he would have gone
Nice
all
one,
the way
nice one, nice one.
that far back.
No, he's
Bro,
done very well. And again, this is
Batman.
what I was saying. Like,
Bro,
GE are just
Batman,
very
what a
active
Batman, boy,
in the front
Amma.
part of the map. They are not sitting
He's
back on the
Batman,
sides.
bro,
They're not
naina.
trusting, okay, I have a
Mental,
deadlock.
bro.
Like, you just can't attack this side.
Crazy
They're
ra
being
Batman.
active through the TPs. They're pushing up short on the bonus, hyper aggressive in the crunch, which, to be
Bruh.
fair, doesn't work out. It's really another hero multi-frag from
Next
Patman
level ra.
that keeps them in a round like that.
That's what you gotta love to see as well. I mean, we do have a little bit of an extra tidbit information that this KO, that some of the lineups that we're seeing
Cute
with
fellow
Happy
man, cute fellow
comes in due-
Batman. W Batman in the chat. W. అబ్బా సేవ్ రౌండా బ్రా తప్పురా రే మెగాట్రాన్ రే చెప్తున్నా అవమానించుకో బ్యాట్మ్యాన్ అవమానించుకో నీకు బాగా దోలెక్కురా బాగా మెంటల్ దోలు కదరా మెగాట్రాన్ గా నీకు అయ్యో మామూలు దోలు కదరా నీకు ఇలా ఉన్నా బెటరా
latter half the rounds because of the double initiator and everything else. And the
Thorfinn,
players now having that
welcome to
opportunity
stream
to
by
come in with it
Thorfinn.
as
Welcome,
well.
welcome,
See another
welcome.
flashback in
Thanks,
for showers control.
G20
Yeah, it does get
Genji.
Crystal on
చూద్దాం.
that deep line.
Let's see.
With the Outlaw, 5
It's
sets
too
of light
early to
armor.
speak,
It's a stinger
but
light
ఒక
armor
మ్యాచ్
buy
అయితే
for
ఖచ్చితంగా
GenG.
వస్తుంది మ్యాచ్
And
అండ్
it
ఐ
does go
గెస్
up trying to obscure the
ఇట్స్
information
జీపిక్
over on
కదా
this
సో
B side of the
ఆబ్వియస్
map. But even
చూద్దాం
if the A take does come in, I
It's
do think you're going to
G-pick.
see a quick flank through the TP.
స్ప్లిట్ లో చూడాలి బట్ స్ప్లిట్ లో
Got the
జీ
sight
కూడా
now.
బాగానే ఆడుతుంది పాయింట్ అదే G split లో కూడా బాగానే ఆడుతుంది
Own devices, the outlaw that is.
I think they're just looking for some Outlaw picks,
ముందు
but they're not able to really get too much
ఇప్పుడు
value out of the Outlaw. All the stuns
Okay,
on
bro.
the site. Plant will go down for Foxy
Bro,
Guy.
ఏంట్రా
Does
మెగా
GE approach
తార్పిన్
this
ఎందుకు
retake?
నా
I thought that
తార్పిన్
they were going to
అలాగే
crunch
సర్లే
through the
ఓకే
TP, but they're actually going to opt to go 5-man through spawn. This could be problematic.
జస్ట్ కిడింగ్
You got 3
Five
players
maps
of
or
GenG inside
seven?
of Lamps
Five
as
maps ఏంటి?
well. Not
Five
gonna
maps
lie,
ఏంటి?
it definitely
అర్థం
is.
త్రీ
That's
ఏగా
gonna have to clear quite a bit out.
3 మ్యాప్స్ రా
Dizzy, now the
స్టేజ్
smoke's
లెవెల్
coming
మ్యాచెస్
through.
ఇది
GenG are trying to maintain control, maintain close
Uh, uh,
distance
uh, uh, uh.
around the
Oh.
spike. Texture still holding on to Lamps. Zing's taking down another player, but getting down for a trade from Udotan as well. Now
Hey.
Texture
Uh,
up with the Bulldog.
ఏం
but
జరుగుతుందిరా రే
slowly,
రే
bit
ఏం
by bit, as they
జరుగుతుందిరా
all
రే
continue to hunt down for these
ఏం
trades.
జరుగుతుందిరా
GE are going down to Lakia.
Just gave GenG way too much space.
10
I thought they were actually in a
అరే
decent
ఆడదాం 10
position.
మ్యాప్లు
Like
ఆడదాం
earlier,
వచ్చింది
you saw their setup. They had 2
ఏమో నిన్న
backside. You had
స్ట్రీమ్
the
లో 10
Outlaw
మ్యాప్లు
posted up
చేయను
from
ఇంకా
heaven,
10
I
మ్యాప్లు
believe it
అంటావు
was,
ఓకే
and then 2 outside of the TP. I
I'm
thought
new
they were
to
just going to
Free
TP
Fire.
crunch and maybe smoke the side of triple and just hold on to bathrooms control. But they give GenG the entire site and basically tighten themselves out of a retake. I can't believe they played it like that. That was a nice combo, to be fair. You have the grab net in combo with the Mosh, gets a free kill onto Caron, but
Kan sexy
one
combo
free kill with
లేస్తున్నారా
this many stingers in annoying
Crystal
positions
and
is
Batman
still not good enough to be able to complete
isn't
a
this
retake.
PUBG
And that's a big boon for GenG.
Yes, it
They
is.
much needed that round.
ఇది ఏదనుకుంటే అది గేమ్
Alive.
అనుకుంటా
Now you got the full buys
అనుకోండి
coming in as well, but let's not
Ah,
forget
అనుకోండి
Autumn
బాగా.
does have the orbital
ఏదనుకుంటే
strike
అది
now.
చెప్తున్నా
Get the progression smoke from GenG up the top of B long. Zinks sent
Hell
forward
nah.
with the gate crash behind.
PUBG better
Trying
than
to
Free
bait out
Fire
some
రే
kind of trap play, but it is
Any
a
day,
pressure on
any day.
Hookah side instead here
ఓ
for GE.
నైస్ రా దే ఆర్ ప్లానింగ్ టు
Starting to
ఎగ్జిక్యూట్
keep their heads across. They're gonna fight
యూటిల్
3 players
చేయండి
on the other
నైస్
end,
నైస్
though.
నైస్ నైస్
Ooh.
అరే ట్రేడ్ అయిందిరా ట్రేడ్
Lakia
అయిందిరా
slowly
నో
trying
నో
to push
నో
up front now, but at the same
This is
time,
push
Karen's
కదా?
still lurking towards the back of A.
Such a tentative
Who plays
standoff
BGM
between
Free
both
Fire
of
in
these
Big
teams.
2026
GenG still undecided
Many
where they
people-
want to be going in this
many
round.
people
GE were looking to
plays.
try to isolate a lurk, and they go 1 for 1.
Valorant
Both
viewer
of them
base
Neon's dead
is
now.
lesser than Free Fire
Take a lot of the pace
and
out of a
PUBG.
round like this.
so we can't do
This
anything
could still gate crash through the TP. If he gets this pick though, he'll be able to get Dimensional Drift online.
క్యూటీ
Feels like
క్యూటీ
he has a good
క్యూటీ
inkling, though. Yeah, they're not gonna let him walk away with it.
క్యూటీ కూర్చుని
A
ఉన్నాడు
side
అక్కడ
given over to GenG
nah
now.
only kids
Nightfall is in play.
This is
but with
lol,
the
this is
thrash
card for sure.
online for GE. That's really going to streamline this
చెప్పు నువ్వు
retake. You can
విన్నాం
blow up
Fortnite అంటావా
Uwall with the
Fortnite
orbital
చెప్పు
as well. So
అదిగో
a lot
అక్కడ
of good tools
ఏంటది
to
ఆ ట్రక్
secure
మీద
GE
నుంచి
in
బిల్డింగ్
this gun
కట్టిస్తా
round.
నేను బ్యాట్మ్యాన్ కి చెప్పి ఫోన్ చేస్తా నాకు బ్యాట్మ్యాన్ కి
Just to find a bit more space.
బ్యాట్మ్యాన్ ఫోన్ చేస్తా నాకు ఆగు రౌండ్
Feels
అయిపోయింది
like
డిస్టర్బ్
GenG are
ఎందుకు
somewhat
డిస్టర్బ్
aware of the
చేయొద్దు
situation as well now.
లెట్స్ నాట్ డిస్టర్బ్
Keeping
ప్యాట్
eyes
మ్యాన్
trained towards
Batman చచ్చిపోయిన తర్వాత
Market. I see
చేద్దాం.
that. They're starting to turn away. They're actually trying to sneak her back behind. Not sure if
Bro,
she might have heard
bro,
though,
alt
but
కొట్టేసాడు.
it's a great position to send out
Lucky
the
alt
nightfall either
కొట్టేసాడు.
way. Now holding the
ఎందుకు?
angle. Crystal walks away with a kill. It's just left the rest of the players up towards showers onto site. They're getting
Nice,
tagged
huh?
out by utility, but the spray control. What is that? Just Foxy9, and someone has the molly. Still though,
nice
Javier
round,
for the
nice round,
trade
nice
and
round.
sticks it down to the end.
NT
after the spike has been
GenG రా
halved.
NT GenG
0.5 in it. I thought the wingman got that
అయిపోయింది కదా
defuse off, but the
చేస్తున్నాను ఆగు.
snake bite molly combo destroyed it. Takes everything
Hello,
away from
Batman
GE
bhai,
to be
hello.
able to complete that retake, but they've still got it
బ్యాట్మెన్
done.
బై ఇక్కడ ఫోర్ట్నైట్ ఆడదాం అని
Right
చెప్పి
down to the
బిల్డింగ్
wire
కట్టడం
after a
చెప్పు
very
ఎక్కడ
awkward
బిల్డింగ్
exchange
కడదాం
in the middle of the map here. I
B లోనే,
cannot
A
believe
లోనా?
that only went 1-for-1.
సర్లే నువ్వు
Really
B లో
nice
ఎక్కువ
util
ఆడుతున్నావు కాబట్టి B
usage
లో
to be
బిల్డింగ్
able to
కట్టేద్దాం
clear out the
ఓకేనా
active lurker
Better.
sinks.
Better.
And I love how GenG played quite nicely
Tipsandra.
around the thrash
Tipsandra.
there. Gave themselves a great shot to be able to win the round, but just couldn't quite pull it off.
చెప్పేసా
Always
Feel
feels
building
like it
it is
comes
man.
down to the wire with this team, but either way now,
Holy.
potential last buy for GenG.
This is crazy
Oh
from
my
GE, by the way. They've got 5 on B. They've just given up the entire A site. GenG
Nice,
burns
ra,
the
they are
dimensional
taking
trip,
control,
getting in
ra.
and throws up the
Sexy.
deep smoke. So they're
Easy
stuck
retake,
their
bro,
feet
nanu
on the
adithe.
coffee table.
That's
They
an
are
easy
well
retake.
set up inside of this A
బట్
site.
4
I
బ్యాక్
wonder if
స్టాప్
they're going
అంటే
to flip
కనుక
the map here. They could
we
catch
don't know
Crystal
we
by
don't know
himself.
if Foxy
Very
kills 2
possible.
you can't say
Still though,
nice turn nice
initial
turn
point
nice
of
turn
entry is gonna
Place
be from
తీసుకోవచ్చు
back of
easy
base
easy
short, and
space
that's where most of the attention
easy
goes
space
to. Crystal
ఒక్కడు
finds
చూసుకుంటే
this
చాలు ఆ
timing just
ఫాక్సీ గాడి
nice.
గురించి
This might still be quite a good retake
Okay,
for GE.
nice,
Viper's
nice.
Pit though will be the main obstacle.
okay
Yeah, the KOL in play as well. They've got to break their way through this pit, and this is a very annoying
Nice
positioning
one,
with
Uratan.
GenG. Texture going down in U-Haul, but
nice
traded
nice
well.
nice trades nice
And you got
trades
Javi as well. Crystal still trying to pick his timing.
ఈడొకడు
Sneak
కశ్మీర్
in
దిగాడు
through the back. Wingman taken out reveals some positioning, but it's a bucky in the hands of Zinx after all. So still, as you hop in and on around, you take down Karen. The pit's gone. Zinx is dumping his body
nice
onto
ra
the
we are
spike,
winning
but
this round
Crystal
bro
trying to get it down to at least half.
let's go
Burns away from the molly, and that will
Oh.
be enough. Foxy9 walks away with robbery.
Gets himself an orbital
Next
at the end
match,
of that
VCT
one.
versus
Add
VRX.
insult to injury. GenG given full control of that A site multiple times in this half. They got it done
next
with the
map
stingers,
it, right?
and once
Yeah, man.
again, unsuccessful retake for a GE who tried
Talon
to run a
versus?
very cheeky set play straight
Talon
down B.
versus
Sent it down B long.
ఇదా
Just so much position given over to GenG, who set themselves up nicely
Something we
inside
don't-
of the pit.
అరే
And the post
NT
plants
రా
are enough to secure the round from there. It's a good clutch from Foxy after a bit of a rough start to this game. His first half was not
BO5
particularly
aren't it?
awe-inspiring, let's be
BO5
honest.
అంటే what is it what is BO5 man
He's trying to be that team player now.
what is BO5
Gonna need so much more to close out this
Okay,
map,
Manal
especially
says
with
yes,
GE's
Tanaka.
scoreline.
Overdrive is in play here for Uditan. Only pistols on offer with a hero rifle on Autumn, saved over from
మనోడు
that
ఒక
last
షాట్ కొడితే
round.
మెంటల్ ఉంటది
But they're quick on the
బెస్ట్ ఆఫ్
flank
5
here.
మ్యాప్స్
Whoa. Yeah, I don't
రే
know about
SCT
this one.
వర్సెస్ PRX కాదురా
GenG
ఏదో
do
వేరేది
seem
అయ్యి
quite
ఉంటదిరా
aware.
They're just five-manning. It's
Yeah,
a wolf pack of players. Straight up B long. Deadlock
తెలుసు
War has
SCT
been
వాళ్ళు
deployed, but they
బాగా
can break
ఆడుతుంది
through
అండ్
that with 5
సెమీఫైనల్స్
pretty
వెళ్ళిందని
quickly.
తెలుసు
How fast do they expect to flank from GE though?
That's the whole thing. This all comes down to that very minute timing. You relinquish control for most of the map, so you are
Nice,
aware
nice,
down
nice,
to it,
nice,
but you're
nice.
getting caught by utility as well. Orbital comes through. Overdrive out from behind. Yudotan is just fishing out in the deep waters. But GenG are just hopping all around, avoiding that beam of death. Watching out for the back
Unofficial
as well. It's there. That's
Sir,
where the only
sir,
players are
okay.
left. Not to
ఓకే
mention
మై ఓకే
just the fact that this is an eco as well. I mean, they're feeling a little bit more
ఒక నన్ను
confident
తీయండిరా
now.
నైస్ రా నైస్
Let's not
ప్యాట్
forget
మ్యాన్
what Patman did in the round
Oh,
నైస్ వన్
previous.
ప్యాట్ మ్యాన్
In this
No.
exact same position,
Nice
there's
Molly,
no way
nice
they
Molly.
complete this retake, right?
Surely not. It's a sheriff. There's no freaking way. There we go.
ఏంటి
Big
ఏంటి
crossfire, GenG.
ఇద్దరు
Righting their wrongs
పిచ్చలో
from earlier,
ఉన్నారా
they'd rather not relive
They
that
could have
bad memory.
taken,
That's an
Foxy
8
and
on the
one
board
more.
for them. Back
Six
and
eco
forth
అది.
exchange
Six
in the
eco.
last couple of rounds, but it feels like slowly but surely GenG
డబ్ల్యూ
are
రా
working their
ఎవరికా
way
సపోర్ట్
through this
చేస్తున్నావు నువ్వు
attacking
ఎవరికా
side.
సపోర్ట్ చేస్తున్నావు
Getting in touching distance of double digits now. GE, it has to be said, a lot of
Foxy9
cheeky
no, 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 no,
setups
no, no,
on this
no.
defense though. They've had some quick plays down
Okay,
big
very
long.
good,
They've
dude.
left the A side
Foxy.
completely open. At some point, if you're playing a bit more of a gambly style, you've got to win some as well as lose some. They've been pretty out positioned a lot of times, but at what point do you run into the stack here as GenG?
So it just kind of feels like a Slight guessing game here and there as well. G should be better informed though. 0 point coming out.
Prowler up in towards
మెల్లమెల్లగా
Hookah.
చేతుల నుంచి
Confirms that there's no
పోతుందని
one in there for
అనిపిస్తుంది
now
నాకు.
for GenG,
సో
but they've got to
దే
go
నీడ్
and
టు
re-clear that space.
cover it up.
Deadlock set up on this big
Yeah,
side of the
they
map,
need to
well
wrap
supported
up.
by both the Gecko and the
Wrap
KO. There's a
చేయాలి.
lot of flash plays that you could be making. With the Deadlock wall down inside a B long, it's going to take a while to work through it.
నో 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 నో
Just
నో
trying
నో
to thwart the timings of it as well. You peek off of the wall.
క్యారన్ ఏం క్యారన్ నువ్వు
Karen dealt with. Just trying to chip away at the wall. He's been punished quite heavily for that. And GenG are creeping their way up into Hookah, but with the Deadlock util underneath, it's going to be very hard
అదేం
to
దూలరా
bust into
నాయన
this
ఓ
side.
కనిపించింది కనిపించారు
Unless you can walk
Nice
away
flash, nice
unscathed
flash,
and
sexy
dig
flash.
around, it feels like this might
నైస్
be
రా
where
నైస్ రా
Death Bell gets rung
Nice one, bro,
somewhat.
Batman.
G pretty much in control, especially with all the utility across the site.
Sexy round, sexy
Annihilation
round, sexy
completes
round.
as
Let's
well,
go,
so
let's go, let's
GE
go.
now finishing up to
Batman for
match
the win,
point.
Batman
Yeah,
for
very
the
nice
win.
setup, and that's kind of what I was saying. At some
ఏం
point,
కాదు
you've got to run into the strong side.
కాపీరైట్
And when you
పడదా
lost your Viper
So
right off the
bhai,
rip, all of that
basically how it
passive
works
pressure on
ante,
the other side.
డ్రీమ్లైట్ స్టూడియోస్ థ్యాంక్స్ ఫర్ కమింగ్ టు ది స్ట్రీమ్ బై థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్ బై ఇంతకుముందు వచ్చావు కదా నువ్వు యా నువ్వు వచ్చావు మొన్నే వచ్చావు వ్యాలెంట్ మొబైల్ ఆడుతున్నప్పుడు యా సో బేసిక్గా ఏంటంటే బై జెంజీ కమ్బ్యాక్ రిప్పు సరే సో ఈ రౌండ్ అయిపోయాక చెప్తా బై ఓకేనా ఒక్క 2 minutes బై
Now just trying to
డ్రీమ్లైట్
rinse
స్టూడియోస్
repeat the same
ఒక్క 2
things
minutes
again. Of course, the weaker site now would
క్యాప్టెన్
be A
హర్ష
site.
ప్లీజ్
GenG trying to
అదే
recognize
కదా
that.
యా
Autumn
చెప్పే
been
చెప్పే
left
చెప్పే
on his lonesome over there this
ఒక్క 2
time.
minutes ఆగు బై
By throwing a stim for the boys.
ఈ రౌండ్ అయిపోయాక
Creeping up
మాట్లాడదాం
in towards bathroom side.
నో ఏయ్
Trying to
ఏయ్
delay as much as possible,
Atam.
but it's texture with an op, of course.
Now you got no smokes for the retake. That's going to make things difficult. Yudo has crept his way into U-Haul. Oh, I cannot believe he's got away with two there.
ఉడతాన్
Weird timings because of the sprint, and now he's going off for it more. Got Javi chiming in as
Let's
well.
go,
and
guys.
At this point,
GG.
it's texture, low HP, no spike to gain
GG
50 seconds to
Let's
play
go
out the
guys,
round.
let's go, let's go, let's go.
are just
Oh
gonna
my
hop
god, bro.
around and
Oh
close
my
out the
god,
map
bro.
in
ఆడుకుంటున్నాడు.
fashion. 13 to 8, I would
Oh
say.
my god,
this
oh
is
my
pretty
god. ఆడుకుంటున్నాడు రా నాయన. సో బేసిక్ గా హర్ష భాయ్ ఎలా వర్క్ అవుతుందంటే కాపీరైట్స్ కమ్స్ ఫ్రమ్ ద సౌండ్ NG 20 జీ సో సి జనరల్గా ఎలా వర్క్ అవుతుందంటే కాపీరైట్ వర్క్స్ అండ్ సౌండ్ సో బేసిక్గా మ్యూజిక్ కానీ లేకపోతే కనుక అలాంటి ఎలిమెంట్స్ ఏమైనా ఉంటే కనుక సౌండ్ మీద ఇబ్బంది అవుద్ది అనమాట ఆర్ఎల్స్ పెద్ద ఇబ్బంది ఏమి ఉండదు అది ఓకే అందుకని చెప్పి మనం ఏంటి మ్యూజిక్ వచ్చినప్పుడు అవన్నీ వచ్చినప్పుడు ఇఫ్ వి మ్యూట్ అండ్ సి అది పెద్ద ప్రాబ్లం ఏం కాదు
A map win
Adi.
on the bind, which was your
Yep.
map pick. Just wanted to ask you about this
Come on.
comp you're running. Was this your way of countering the current meta that's super duelist focused?
A little bit
Unprofessional
of
streamer.
that, and a little bit just like I feel like
Illegal
our players
streamer
found a
running,
new identity
unprofessional
after
guy, illegal,
kickoff,
illegal.
and we're kind of experimenting with different roles. And what we thought
Yeah,
was
yeah.
really good for us then, I think we've grown from that.
Illegal
Okay.
streamer boy,
altogether,
you know.
and a little bit of the comp stuff, but I think it's just what we're really comfortable with our own game. Yeah.
All right. Speaking of identity, back in kickoff, Vito was definitely GE's thing. Is he out of the picture now, or what should we expect?
That's still to be seen, I'm gonna say, but
Let's go,
we
let's go,
still
let's
like
go.
Vito. We
Vito,
still
Vito,
think
Vito
Vito's
will be
an
back.
agent.
అది నాకు
Just,
తెలుసు
this is what we're playing for.
బట్
Okay, thank you
కొంతమంది
so
వాళ్ళ
much,
కంటెంట్
and I'm
పర్మిషన్
gonna
లేకుండా
let you
యూజ్
get back to your team.
చేసుకుంటే
Thank you.
కాపీరైట్ షాట్ స్ట్రైక్ వేస్తారు కదా ఆ యాంగిల్లో అడుగుతున్నా యా అది అదేంటంటే కనుక ఫస్ట్ థింగ్ ఏంటంటే బై సౌండ్ వల్లే యూట్యూబ్ అల్గరిథం నుంచి వెళ్తుంది వాళ్ళకి మెసేజ్ ఏదైతే ఉంటుందో అది వెళ్తుంది అండ్ దే విల్ ఏమంటారు రియాక్ట్ ఆన్ ఇట్ బట్ ఇప్పుడు జనరల్గా దీనివల్ల ఏం జరుగుతుందంటే కనుక మనం మ్యూజిక్ అది ఆపేయడం వల్ల యూట్యూబ్ అల్గరిథం కాన్ డిటెక్ట్ సౌండ్ ఫ్రమ్ ద వీడియో సో సౌండ్ ఏం డిటెక్ట్ అవ్వకపోవడం వల్ల దిస్ కామ్స్ కానీ అవి కానీ ఏవైతే ఉంటాయో దట్ ఈస్ నార్మల్ మ్యాచెస్లో కామ్స్ కానీ లేకపోతే కనుక ఏమంటారు వాళ్ళు ఆడే స్టాట్స్ కానీ అవన్నీ కామనే సో దట్ డజంట్ ఎఫెక్ట్ మచ్ సో అందుకని మనం అవి పెట్టుకుని స్ట్రీమ్ చేసినా కూడా ఏం కాదు బికాస్ ఐ హ్యావ్ ట్రైడ్ ఇట్ మెనీ టైమ్స్ నా ఛానల్లో నువ్వు చూసుకోవచ్చు బోల్డ్ అని సార్లు ఉంటుంది నాకు బ్లా బ్లా తప్పురా రే మెగాట్రాన్ చెప్తున్నప్పుడు సపోర్ట్ చేయాలరా మెగాట్రాన్ ఎందుకు ఎలాగాను బాబు అబ్బా సాయిరామ్ ఆగండి అది బాయ్. అది మ్యాటర్. అది సర్ప్రైజ్. హౌ మెనీ వ్యూవర్స్ డిడ్ వి గెట్ ఆన్ లైవ్? ఓకే 6 ఫైన్. ఏంటిది? ఇది ఎందుకు వచ్చింది పక్క? హావ్ టు డిలీట్ ఇట్. ఓకే. 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 అది బాయ్. అదిదా మ్యాటర్. ప్లాన్ చేస్తే వచ్చి ట్రబుల్‌డా. హ్మ్. స్టాప్ యాపింగ్. ఏం చేయమంటావురా చెప్పరా మెగాట్రాన్‌గా? ఏం చేయమంటావు? ఒకడొచ్చి అడిగితే గనుక చెప్పాలా? లేకపోతే గాని చెప్పొద్దా చెప్పు? చెప్పు. దెబ్బాగాడివి. పేమెంట్ చెయి. రా మెగాట్రాన్ వయసు టాక్సిక్ మ్యాన్. నాలాంటి చిన్న చిన్న స్ట్రీమర్‌లు బతకనివ్వరారే? బతకనివ్వరారా నాలాంటి చిన్న చిన్న స్ట్రీమ్? తప్ప కదరా! ఓకే మాస్టర్. చిల్లు కొట్టు. థమ్స్ అప్ తాగుతావో చెప్పు. పెద్ద బాలే. వద్దులే తేడా కొడుతుంది. రైట్. బాగా. దీనికంటే వాటర్ తాగుదాం. వాటర్. నో షుగర్. జిమ్ ఫ్రీకా? ఆహా! హుహు. బాడీ యేసుకొని ఉంటావన్నమాట నువ్వు. ఫుల్ జిమ్ బాడీ, బైసెప్స్ ఇవి అవి. ఆ! యప్. హ్మ్. సరే. గొరిల్లా మాదిరి జిమ్ బాడీ అంటావు. అంతేనా? గొరిల్లా మాదిరి జిమ్ బాడీ. మాట్లాడుకుంటున్నారు ఈళ్ళు.
Might be seeing changes down the
ఆ!
line, but that is their opponent's map pick. Maybe they were surprised in the veto.
Yeah.
Maybe this is a map that they put
ఇంకా
a
6
lot
ప్యాక్
less
రాలేదు.
time in compared to some
పర్లేదురా
others in the
చేయరా
pool.
మెగాట్రాన్.
Perhaps.
ఎంతసేపు రా నీకు
But I
వచ్చేసి?
do want to go back to global
Ah,
esports. There was a
yeah.
guy that we had our eyes on since kickoff, and that was Patman. Bit
Yeah.
of a slow start, but
Patman,
Yeah,
let's
things
go
really picked up.
Patman.
I mean, I think
Bro,
this
he
is exactly
is
what you
one
want
of
to
the
see
best
from him. We
change
know
of
he
G,
can make
man.
big plays, and
One
these
of
are
the
two
best
rounds,
change.
2 separate 3Ks, one of them being a
Mental
1v3,
pick
where
by
he takes
Rushendra
over the
Sinha.
round, wins it
Mental pick
entirely
by
on his
Rushendra
own,
Sinha, bro.
basically, and keeps the momentum in their
Mental.
favor. If he's not able to light up in those moments, I
Within
think things
71
could
kgs. ఏరా వెయిట్ గెయిన్ చేసుకుంటున్నావా? ఏంటి ఫుల్ మస్కులర్ ఇది అది చేద్దామనా ఏంటి? లీన్ ట్రాన్స్ఫర్మేషన్ కాదా? ఫుల్ ట్రాన్స్ఫర్మేషన్. వెయిట్ ఎ సెకండ్ గైస్. చెప్పురా మెగట్రా. లాస్ట్ వీక్ కట్ స్టార్ట్ చేశా. అవునా? ఓకే. ఓకే మై బాయ్. ఓకే. అచ్చా. గైస్ లైక్ ది స్ట్రీమ్ గైస్ లైక్ ది స్ట్రీమ్. బాడీ అలాగే ఉంచు. ఓకే.
because I think once is a surprise, second every time everyone's going to be that little bit more prepared. But I do think it was well worked, well put together, and I liked it.
దరిద్రుడా.
Yeah, I think so, and I think they liked it too. It definitely paid off there. And as we go into Split, now Split is going to be very interesting. Like Jen asked, Platoon on the stage there. Are we going to see the Veto come back on Split? You know, they played more than one agent comp there, but Veto was
బట్ బ్రో కంబ్యాక్ చేయడం ట్రై చేసింది. జెన్జీ డిడ్ ట్రైడ్ ఫర్ ద కంబ్యాక్ బట్ యా హీ ప్లేడ్ రియలీ వెల్. వాళ్ళు లైక్ ఎన్ని రౌండ్స్ త్రో చేశారు? లెట్ మీ గెస్. 2 to 3 రౌండ్స్ అంతే. రౌండ్స్. మోస్ట్‌లీ 2 రౌండ్స్ దే థ్రోన్. నాకు గుర్తున్నంత వరకు 2 రౌండ్స్ త్రో చేశారు అంతే. దాని తర్వాత మోస్ట్‌లీ త్రో చేయలే వాళ్ళు. సో యాహ్! దట్స్ రియల్లీ గుడ్ థింగ్. అండ్ ఒరేయ్! నువ్వు ఇంకోటి చూసావా మెగాట్రాన్? ఏంటి వాళ్ళ డిఫెన్స్ పిచ్చ స్ట్రాంగ్ అయింది. మంచిగా స్ట్రాంగ్ అయింది వాళ్ళ డిఫెన్స్. ముందు ఎక్కువ స్పేస్ ఇచ్చేస్తా ఉండేవారు. ఇప్పుడు బా ఆడుతున్నారు డిఫెన్స్ కూడాని. గట్టిగా వర్క్ చేశారు. మైండ్‌లో జెంజి స్ట్రాంగ్ కాదు. అవునా? ఆహా! ఓకే. 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 అయినా కూడా బా లాగారు ఆళ్ళు. స్టిల్ బా లాగారు ఆళ్ళు. ఓకే. అండ్ యాహ్! మోస్ట్‌లీ ఐ విల్ బి స్ట్రీమింగ్ జీఈ గేమ్సే. సో ఇదేంటిది? ఏదో క్యాబ్ బానే ఉందా? కొంచెం దగ్గరకి పెట్టినా. నా ఫేస్‌ని కొంచెం దగ్గర నుంచి చూడాలని ఉందిరా మీకు? నా ఫేస్‌ని కొంచెం దగ్గర నుంచి చూస్తారా? మిస్టర్ ఫ్రాగ్. నా ఫేస్‌ని దగ్గర నుంచి చూడండి. కమ్ ఆన్. సీ మీ ఫ్రమ్ నియర్. అది కమ్ ఆన్. సోలో.
So what was
సోలో
the
నాదేం
vision
పేరురా?
here? Talk to us about the implementation of
Yes.
Foxy9 into the team. 감독님 먼저 1세트 아쉽게 내주고 말았는데요. 폭시9 선수의 포지션이 굉장히 궁금했었는데 바인드에서는 브림스톤을 했더라고요. 좀 어떤 과정이 있었고 어떤 계획이었는지 여쭤보고 싶습니다.
ఏముంటుంది తెలుసా?
일단은
ఫస్ట్
저희가
మ్యాచ్
이제
వాళ్ళు
빈
గెలిచారు. ఏం
자리가
బిక్తున్నారు మీరు అని చెప్పి అంటుంది.
테스트도 많이 해보고
ఎంత
했을 때
పెద్ద మాట అందరా?
연막이 빈 자리가 되어가지고
ఎంత పెద్ద మాట అందరా?
재성 선수가 또 스크림 때도 잘
ఓ మై గాడ్
해줬고
బ్రో. ఓ మై గాడ్.
그래서 기용하게 됐습니다.
Well, yeah, it was more of a
Guys,
plug and
like the
play
stream,
because
guys, like the
we
stream.
tested a lot
I got it,
of
Amma.
different comps, but it seemed like Foxy9 was really good on the smokes roll, so we thought it might be a good replacement for the empty spot that we had. Now, one more thing, Yoru. We thought the nerf had killed him, but we saw him from your team. So, do you feel like he's still kind of viable on some maps? 그리고 이제 너프 이후에 요루가 아예 사용되지 않을 줄 알았는데 바인드에서 기용을 하셨거든요.
Big watching.
이제 아직도 몇몇 맵에서는 좀 충분히 기용할 수 있다는
ఎవరు
마음이셨을까요?
వచ్చే 4 వాచింగ్ బేకేట్రా
그렇게
దరిద్రుడు.
생각하고 있기도 하고 뭐 물론 너프긴 하지만 그리고 저희가 또 너프 전에 또
나이스 조크라,
많이 준비를
메가드론.
해놨어요. 이 조합으로. 근데 이제 너프를 당했는데 그러고 나서도 좀 근데 해볼 만한 것 같다라고 판단을 해서 네, 기용을 했습니다. 네.
Well, yeah, I somewhat think that he is still kind of viable, but the thing is, we prepped a lot of different strats before the nerf kicked in, so we couldn't just throw it out the window. And
yeah,
I actually do
yeah.
think it's very doable to run
That's
the
really
Yoru
sad.
in this meta. So yeah, we just gave
That's
it a
really,
try.
really
Thank you very
sad,
much,
Ra.
Solo,
Worst
and good luck in the
nerf,
next map.
감사합니다.
that was one of the worst nerfs by Valorant. Worst nerfs. అంటే అవసరం లేదు. బికాస్ యోరు వాజ్ నర్ఫ్డ్ వే బ్యాక్ అండ్ చాలా ఎక్కువ నర్ఫ్ చేస్తారు దాన్ని ఆల్రెడీ ఇట్ వాజ్ నర్ఫ్ సో మచ్. మరి 4 వాచింగ్లో ఒకడు కూడా చాట్ పెట్టలేదు. మరి అది అంతేరా మెగాట్రాన్. అది అంతే. ఓకే, అది అంతే. ఏం చేయలేం. వి కాంట్ డూ ఎనీథింగ్. దాంట్లో ఒకటి నాదే ఉంటది. చాట్ చదవడానికి నేను ఒకటి పెట్టుకుంటా. ఫోన్ ఒకటి పెట్టుకుంటాను నాదే. నా ఫోన్ ఒకటి ఉంటది చాట్ చదువుకోవడానికి. సో యా, దాంట్లో ఒకటి. అండ్ స్టిల్ 2 పీపుల్ ఆర్ వాచింగ్. 2 మోర్ పీపుల్ ఆర్ వాచింగ్ విత్ యూ. అది మనం ఏం చేయలేం. లైక్ జస్ట్ డిసేబుల్ యూరో అండ్ నియాన్. ఆ పని చేసినా బాగుండేదేమోరా నాయనా అమ్మ. బట్ నియాన్ ఇస్ స్టిల్ ఓకేరా. ఐ మీన్ ఇట్ వాజ్ ఓవర్ పవర్డ్ బిఫోర్. లైక్ దాని అల్ట్ ఏదైతే ఉందో దట్ వాజ్ ఓవర్ పవర్డ్, బట్ ఇట్స్ ఓకే నౌ. దానికి ఇంకేం అవసరం లేదు. దానికి ఇంకా నర్ఫ్స్ అవసరం లేదు. But
All
yeah,
right, we are going to send it over to your account.
ఏమంటారు, యోరు వాజ్ బ్యాడ్లీ అండ్ వెరీ ఏం చేస్తున్నారు రా? చిడతలు కొడతారేంటి? ఏందిరా ఇది? వాట్ ఈస్ దిస్ రా? ఏంది? వాట్ ఈస్ దిస్? ఏం చేస్తున్నారు వీళ్ళు? Adi start అయింది. Let's go. Most of the players agree with me. That's really bad, bro.
Look, GenG hasn't necessarily looked fantastic.
మ్యూజిక్ అయిపోయిన తర్వాత స్టార్ట్ చేద్దాం మనం, ఓకేనా? అప్పుడు దాకా కష్టం. లెట్స్ గో. యాక్చువల్లీ ఇప్పుడు ఏమంటారు, G is
Like a
a
Cypher,
bit
much
strong
better
in
than a
this
Neon
map.
would, and I
Okay,
think that the
వాళ్ళది
Cypher
కూడా
is
బాగానే
maybe
ఉంటుంది ఈ
positioned
map
to
లో.
deal with the Neon a
So
bit more in this meta.
let's see.
Zinx
ఏం
solo
చేస్తారో.
over towards this B side of the map with the Viper Wall for a little bit of
Defense
assistance,
కదా
and
మన
look
వాళ్ళు.
at this big
మన
trap
వాళ్ళు
set up
attacking
here for
strong
GE.
ఈ
He needs to
map
make sure he
లో.
doesn't walk into that.
Well, you would assume that he's just gonna
Okay,
stick
no one
around
is
to
coming. They
lure.
shouldn't rotate also.
G's not gonna sit still though.
Yeah,
They shouldn't
they're throwing out
rotate.
the paint shells and the C's to be able to take B main control. You see the
W
pivot straight through the middle of the map here for
W
GenG. They
strat by
take ropes
GenG.
control. They're going to head over in Patman's direction.
W strat.
He's already in position
Goal
as
strat is
well. Just gonna transfer all that information to his team. Find the right timing.
Nice timing ra, nice timing. Bra, our timing is adjutta vetra
He's gonna eat a
Jaffa.
lot of
Nice
bullets
one,
instead.
Patman.
Yeah, full heaven
Let's
control
go.
here. Lakia playing
Free
a
side.
little bit more
Yep,
pressure.
free
Which direction
side, but
does
easy
GE
and
take
retake
this
out
retake?
Vijay. Pakka
Straight
చెప్తున్నా,
through
retake
screen side
బాగుంటుంది.
into Texture. He's been able to do
Nice
quite well with the
peek,
1-for-1
nice
there.
peek.
Paranoia holding them at bay for
Karen
now.
is low, Karen is low.
Do quite a bit as well.
Nice ra.
Maybe a forward Karen, a little bit more timing on the peaks.
No, bro.
And then you got
No, bro.
Foxy9
No,
just
bro.
looking for the right clicks. He sends
Nice
out
one,
the
nice
smoke.
one, nice one.
Makes it a little bit more difficult,
one.
but still, GE will trudge through. Now straight from inside the
Nice,
smoke, Pat's
as
gonna walk away with a couple
expected.
more kills.
As
And
expected,
that
ఏం
makes it
చెప్పా?
all that you need. GE
ఏం
walks away with
చెప్పా
a
నేను?
pistol.
Yeah, GenG very much poised for maybe a retake through ramp side and get caught a
But
little bit
generally
by the
అయితే
pace that
మనం
was set on
pistol rounds
screens from
గెలవం.
GE.
But yeah,
Nightmare
we win.
start to this attacking
We won.
side of Split. This was their
We
map
winning.
pick, and let's not forget
I
how
don't know.
successful
Oh.
GE was on this map last Split. They did quite well with the
Batman.
veto in the past. So I think they're going to be quite at home on a map like this. And for a team like GenG to
ఇంకొన్ని
pick it
కొట్టాడు
into them,
Patman.
you got to be quite bold. You got to be quite confident that this is going to work out for them.
Nice ra,
Might actually even
Patman.
be a little bit better now that you've got, you know,
Sexy.
Yudotan back on the Raze as well.
I mean, he was monstrous on the Rays. In fact, when he was brought into this roster, I remember it was
Yeah.
Patrick who wasn't quite able to get into the server in time. They had to put Yudotan on the Rays, and it turned out he's pretty
Okay,
sick
they
of
are
the HP.
pushing,
He's already been battle tested with it.
Yeah.
Deceptor in
pushing
position. Autumn,
మళ్ళీ వచ్చాడు
player
వీటో.
who's now on the senti
Start.
roll and feeling right at home.
Udathan.
Let's not forget, this
let's
man
go,
has
let's
played
go, let's
plenty
go.
of this role. He is
Let's
not
go,
just a
Udathan.
duelist player.
For sure. I would say some of the mechanical skill transfers over to the role. He's just locking down this site, making things
Spike
difficult for
there,
GenG. You
got
look
the
towards
spike.
Zinx, who
Nice shot, nice shot, nice shot,
Crystal
nice
a
shot,
free
nice
haircut
shot.
on his birthday. That's pretty nice.
Really
of him.
nice shot.
Sees dodge quite nicely. Zinx has made it quite deep on out here, but the Prowler confirms his position and Zappy will pick him up.
Nice one.
nice haircut.
Okay, meant
Much
to be a
Free haircut on
to
your
be try
birthday. I'll
చేస్తారు
take
అట్లా.
it. I mean, I was liking your Durian
They're
cut
trying for
earlier,
meant to
but
be.
now you're back to your usual style. I think it suits you a little better.
It's more of a comfort Tyrion now, as I kind of hope that GenG
Oh,
gives us a
Udathan.
better map. Okay, I like that one.
Nice
Extra
shot,
slice on
nice
through, but
shot,
the
nice
Yudotan
shot,
onto the
nice shot,
Guardian.
nice
Yeah,
shot.
patience.
Let's go,
Yudo
let's go, let's
and
go, let's
Crystal
go.
both earning
Let's go.
themselves two
Let's
old
go.
dwarves each in that anti-eco, closer to an evolution and a showstopper as they head through into their bonus. GenG now prepping themselves for their first gun round. Foxy9 not looking too comfortable on the Brimstone in that opening map. Feels,
But
you know,
అదేంట్రా
again,
autumn
like GenG is
autumn has
trying to
shifted
plug
to
the role question in
ఏమంటారు
their team, which has been opened
Sentinel
up by
ఏంటి,
Charon
Udathan
playing Sentinel.
plays Sentinel
They could
కదా.
have just put Charon back on the controller, but that
Udathan
still hasn't
Udathan
happened.
dualistic
So that
మారిపోయాడు.
kind of begs the
They
question,
changed many
why?
strats రా.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. It's
Strats
so
మొత్తం మారిపోయాడు.
weird.
ఓడి అమ్మ
I don't
ఓడి
know.
అమ్మ
I
ఓడి
guess we'll
అమ్మ
just have to kind of
వచ్చేసి దొబ్బారు.
cross our fingers and hope and see. Now it's going to be full swing out from G,
Nah,
of
nah, nah,
course,
nah,
as
nah.
proactive as ever, but they're going to be punished for it.
It was a
Flop
nice
in
try,
there.
you know,
Yeah,
the set play, haunt up over the top, double
పక్కన
satchel
చెడ్డి
into
సింబల్
the
దరిద్రుడే.
progression smoke there on the dark cover, looking for a pick. GenG all
Push
over
was
it, now
flop by.
contact walk,
That
back
push
up
was
onto the
flop.
line. It's just Crystal here
It's
with
a
the
flop,
bulldog
is it?
pushed away by the Prowler.
Very uncomfortable. Tosses
Power
out the
flap
sneeze,
together.
but
The sneeze.
sees. Oh my god, what did I
thought
say?
it was Frost
Guys,
that was
do
feeling
chat.
under the weather. It's
ఎవరెవరైతే
spreading
స్ట్రీమ్
through the team
చూస్తున్నారో
now.
ట్రై
A little bit.
చాటింగ్.
He's technically he's right under
Have
us.
fun.
But still, coaching booth.
Shot.
Either way, just trying to hold
Nice
down
one,
to this choke
Crystal.
point, the best of his ability. top of heaven.
It's a nice high low through the gap in the Viper wall that gives a pick over to GenG, but the pivot seems very active on the lurk. He is the consolation.
Okay, he got heaven, bro.
The second plan B here for GenG.
Okay,
that allows them to
Udathan
break on into the big side. Autumn has repositioned,
okay,
activated his
fine.
interceptor now and looking for a pick with the outlaw.
If he goes unchecked, it could
Bro
be
has
good,
to
but
get
at the end
one,
of the
bro.
day, it's still an outlaw. Everyone from GenG
Shot,
pretty
come on.
much up
Nice
the
shot,
shields.
Crystal. Let's go,
It's a
let's
good
go.
pick for Crystal, and
Let's
now
go,
you're going to be able to run a bit of a bait setup inside of B main. If Autumn goes down here,
Come
I'm
on,
not
come on,
sure they're
Autumn.
going to be ready for Patman on the flank.
So a little bit of that fake,
Ah,
but Pat, he's whipping shots.
Oh.
Now it makes things really awkward. They're going to swing
Bro,
it together.
Patman.
GenG just looking to
Ah,
protect
bro,
the spike with their
Patman.
lives. Crystal, of course, trying to make his own moves as well, but it's way too exposed. So it's just down to Pat.
It's a round that could have gone very poorly for GenG, and they've walked away with it. Foxy9 and Lakia barely clinging to life. Patman scrambling back into the site. Will lose his Vandal here, but
Evaro
he's
1
really
month
just trying to cause
aadnu
any
annadu.
damage,
Evada
and GenG are giving him nothing to
1
work
month
with.
aadnu annanu VCT
Pretty
cheyana
much.
Watchparty.
So where
Watchparty cheyana nana. Mistake.
they can get some out points here as well. They might as well go for it. Lakia is close to Nightfall.
Watchparty chestan.
It's been quite good this series. That streak from him in the opening gun round. He was actually the
Ingane
standout
mistake
overall
ఏంటి
blind.
సంగతులు?
Question in this meta is, what ENIT are you going to run on various maps? And I know a lot of teams
Save
are
చేయమంటే
trusting
నీ
the Sky
తర్వాత
because with the nerf of Yoru, it creates this question in your composition.
అరే
Where
అరే
did the
అరే
flashes come
Patman
from?
గడి
And do
పిక్
you even
దొరుకుంటే
use any?
Patman
And
కి
you've seen in
ఆటం ఒక
various
పిక్
other regions, both CM as well as over in
Patman గనుక
EMEA.
కొట్టింటే
Phoenix
గనుక
being picked up.
easy
The
round.
secondary duelist, or they're playing a
Easy
little
round
bit of
అయితే.
Sky to be able to answer kind of
ఏం
the
మిస్టేక్ ఏం
flash problem,
చేస్తున్నావు?
as it were. In this case, though, no flashes on either team except for the paranoia, really.
అదేంటది రివీల్
Maybe more at the Nightfall
Reader,
in this
reader.
case. But for now, it's just going to be Texture
Bro,
all the way up
bro,
front.
bro,
Catches
Texture,
up
nice
someone
trade,
on a
nice
slight
trade, nice
timing. Yudo time to trade.
Yeah, Haunts exchange back and forth. Oh, swinging
game,
through the Viper Orb. I thought Patman was on for
తెలీదబ్బా.
two there, but
సపోజ్ ఈ
Foxy9
మ్యాచ్
shuts
అయిపోయింది
him
అనుకో
down
ఇప్పుడు
nicely.
ఫాస్ట్ గా
Oh, now I got to get
ఈ
caught by
మ్యాచ్
Javi,
ఇప్పుడు
though. So
ఫాస్ట్
just
గా అయిపోయింది
constantly
అనుకో
getting doors shut in their
ఆడతావా
faces.
నువ్వు ఆడతావు
GenG
చెప్పు
now
నువ్వు
find
ఆడతా అంటే
themselves
వస్తా
the only
లేకపోతే
option, the A site.
Oh, Yudo, though, he could be on for a big multi-frag
నువ్వు
here, but
ఆడతా అంటే
caught
వస్తా
off guard
లేకపోతే
by Lakia, who continues to deliver. Nightfall is
వస్తావా?
in play. Prowler will clear out all of the
ఏమో.
close angles, so A site
సరే
is
ఆడదాంలే
definitely an option,
It's
but
hard,
not when you get
Crystal.
caught on the cross by Crystal.
1v2
Continuing to
ఇచ్చి
jiggle peek
ఇవ్వకుండా
as well.
నీట్ గా ఆడండి
Karen just has one mission in his mind. Get the spike
ఒక 10 minutes వస్తా బట్ 4
take some
కాపేస్తా
of them out.
అది కాదమ్మా
Always
ఇది
so clutch in
ఏమంటారు ఈ
these kind of
మ్యాచ్
positions.
అవ్వాలి
You have to give him a lot of
మ్యాచ్ అయిన
respect as
తర్వాతే
GE. They're just going to trust the numbers here.
మ్యాచ్ అయిన తర్వాతే వస్తా
He's still tapping the spike.
Yep.
Walks up towards elbow.
Nice,
Hello?
nice round,
I
nice
mean,
round,
look,
nice
he's
round,
just
nice
looking
round.
for a 1v1, trying to bait out a bit of a mistake from
Let's
GE.
go guys, let's go, let's go, let's
But
go.
former Rookie of the Year demanding a
Amma,
lot of
ఏమాడుతున్నారా
respect
నాయనా
in that
GE?
1-on-2, despite not having a particularly great finish. These
అరే
players in
Masters
GenG
winners
still
రా
have so
వీళ్ళు.
much veteran savvy and so much aura,
bro.
so much
Masters
respect
winners రా.
over here in Pacific.
అయితే
I
ఇంక
think this was the key
6:30
kill. I think if Foxy
Yeah,
picks up
ma,
Savvy
yeah,
there on B, this
ఎందుకలాగా?
round's done and dusted. Great positioning,
ఎందుకు
start to finish from these
వయసు
players on GE. Has to be said. Very scrappy round, which came down to a mere
What happened?
milliseconds in certain duels, but GenG have had their money broken. Big round for GE to win.
The
ఇంకి
wind in their
వెళ్తా
sails, as it
4:30
were.
కి
Just continuing to gain proactive control. I mean, look at that outside garage.
ఓకే నేను ఫిట్నెస్
Yeah.
ఫ్రీక్స్ తో మాట్లాడను
Bit of an exchange inside a middle. Texture is one off of his overdrive.
సరే,
Especially with something like the
సర్లే,
Nightfall, you
ఇప్పుడు.
could take a lot of HP away from these players on GE, and that's where something like a Bucky, a Sheriff, a Guardian can very
Nice.
much clean up some of these decayed players.
పొరపాటును కూడా
You
బీరాకంటారా
also
మీకు
just gonna wanna
మూడింది
watch out for positions where texture could suddenly pop through.
I mean,
But
Foxy has
Rapard
already
would
made his
be still like
intentions
Mudindra.
clear. He's already fired a Bucky shot into Mail. So GE
Okay,
are well
nice,
aware of
nice,
what's
nice,
on the
nice,
cards in a
nice.
round like
లెట్స్
this.
గో జీ
Very
వెళ్తుంది ఈజీగా
defensive positions.
ఈజీ
Yudo
పిక్స్
into its elbow.
A
వెనకాల
lot of
నుంచి
space being given. They're just trusting the angles, trusting the retake. Trying to, again, kind of chip down GenG before they're actually able to get into a successful post plant. Prowler goes forward on A main here. GenG
కొంచెం తేడాగా
taking more
ఉంది.
and more space. Autumn digging his heels into
కొంచెం
the side
తేడాగా
to play
ఉంది
off Crystal's
సీనా.
util.
You say digging, but I really
Hey,
do
ఏం
love how he's
చేస్తున్నారు
got the
వాళ్ళు
TP
వీళ్ళు?
set up. It gives him so many more options to play
Okay,
around
nice.
it. He's gonna eat the Nightfall forward now.
nice
Oh,
one.
he hangs
Oh.
it tight. Crystal
Bro,
walks away with the kill
Crystal.
through the smoke. And Autumn is just
Bro,
unscathed
Crystal.
by it, unbothered. A counter Nightfall comes in, and it's pretty much
Oh
just
my
GE
God,
to flood
bro,
back in
Crystal.
Lakia. What do you have? Nothing much. It's GE up to 4.
Crystal's positioning has been pixel perfect so far this game. caught multiple players on the cross out of A main. Another successful horn before GenG is able to actually get into a comfortable A site post plant. They're just losing players coming out of the chokes. Great spam, great use of the Phantoms. 5 Phantoms in play there. Very intentional for GE that they just want to play a spam-heavy game and punish GenG on the entry into site.
Why didn't they change position, man? Why didn't they change position?
I mean, you really
They should have changed positions.
hope to see more from GenG. Some signs of life, a bit of breathing, perhaps.
Yeah,
Cage for the cross sets up Texture for a little bit of control of A-Ramp. Chokehold is in place up there. See GenG just trying to bait out some kind of reaction from GE on A main. Very tentative of how far they should push the issue. Autumn caught there on the cross though, and that's an open A site for GenG.
Huge as soon as the curtains fall. Now it's pat down in the ground.
Finally, they found a decent timing. Shotgun sings for Zabi though. Karen caught on the flank, but it's still the same situation for GE. A very difficult retake on the cards.
Well, as Zurotan somehow finds a little bit more, but he'll have his choice as he streams in towards Elbow. The rest of the team now beginning to make some moves. They found Zinx.
He's dead.
Foxy still taking his time though, and that's where I do get a little bit worried, but Lakia pretty much has things under his grasp. Yudotan beginning to make his assertions! 3 kills! And down to the 1v1. Foxy still has the full kit, so gonna toss out the paranoia. Blinds Yudotan absolutely.
Yeah, key round for Foxy to win. Yudotan on a bit of a heater there, picks up the showstopper at the end of the round, and that got very expensive for GenG in a round where they don't really have the money to replace those weapons.
Hello, Harsha bhai.
Started off so well for them. That was at one point a 5-on-3. Karen gets picked on the flank, and it feels like GenG are really struggling through a lot of rounds that they should be able to close out more cleanly. Another 3K from Lakia. He has been gold today. In theory, Lakia should be the weakest fragger on your team, but he is just delivering time and time again.
Living up to the moniker, but back to another go. It's the pit online
Harsha
now.
bhai nee 10k fam
GenG
nunchi
over.
naaku konni subscriberlu
Zabi is by himself here,
idigo
and
illa
it is
just
a triple peak
పంపొచ్చు కదా
on the cards.
oka 2-3 సబ్బులు
Spans away. Given a little
10k
bit of
ఉందని
space
చెప్పి
as
10
the
subs
counter spam back
అక్కర్లేదు
through the
నాకు
wood wall, and he does get
Just-
picked. It's a nice
ఇలా
opener for GenG.
ఇలా
A
వేస్తే
lot of
కనుక ఒక
pressure on
2
this big
సబ్బులు
site
2-3
now.
సబ్బులు అంతే
Very open position. Because of that, now Crystal getting a little bit itchy.
Yeah, Yudotan bringing the showstopper over to the other side of the map. They're expecting a flood back into B. Autumn making a nice mid-round push here. Could give them the information that they need. Crystal dealing with the trip and sinks to boot.
what a shot boy
Prowler
What a
towards
shot,
the
Ra.
back of sewer as well.
What a shot.
Pat is just tucked neatly into this corner.
Yeah, Stinger though brings a little bit of punching power away from him. Rotation back from Crystal. He has not put a foot wrong this
ఆడుతుందిరా
entire
జీ
game
అయితే
thus far, and he's got a
ఆడుతుంది
1v4 on
మెంటల్
his
ఆడుతుంది
hands.
Now Pat's
ఇందాక
beginning
కూడా
to
ఈ
make
అమ్మాయి
some moves
ఏమన్నా
as
ఏంటి
well.
ఆవిడ తను
Suddenly you see that everything's clear. You start to hear some
ప్యూర్
footsteps.
ఎంటీ
You
స్టఫ్
call the
రాదు
team across.
ప్యూర్ ఎంటీ
Yudotan gets it just nice. Showstopper will be huge.
Ah,
Set play
no,
coming
no,
in.
no, no,
Either
no.
way,
Hard
GenG
luck, Ra.
just trying to kick down these
Hard
doors. Or get the spike in quick. But the showstopper
very hard
has
luck.
already arrived. Party brought over to you. How do you like that?
Oh.
Pat out from behind.
అరే ఈ
Still
లాక్యాగడే
doesn't
సగం కొట్టి
nightfall though.
దొబ్బుతున్నాడు
GenG are not backing down from the fight.
సగం ఈ
Yeah,
లాక్యాగడే
getting a
కొట్టి
retake in
దొబ్బుతున్నాడు రా
through
లిటరలీ
From
లిటరలీ బ్రో
A-Ramp side, that's a cheeky position
లిటరలీ
from Lakia on the
లాక్యాగడే
off angle.
సైకోగాడు
Very
జెన్జీలో
possible.
వాడు అండ్ టెక్స్చర్
Down for the count, but
వీళ్ళిద్దరూ
not out.
నోటిసబుల్ గా ఆడుతున్నారు
Still, they'll weapons will reign
W, W,
supreme with
W.
low HP. There's
W round.
not much you can do unless you have those
W round
multiple
guys,
shots.
W
It's another round where you get a bit of an entry into A, but unfortunately can't close out the post plan. It feels like GE is constantly given so much space in these retakes. They're able to successfully get flanks off. They're able to retake through ramp side. Love the fast flood approach from GE. They had the veto TP in A heaven with Autumn on that B side of the map. So they're able to just very flexibly rotate and stack. That's a big kill again for Crystal. The Fades are having so much impact from both teams.
వాడు ఏం అంత కదిలినా
But
కూడా
the
వాడు
setup from
కొట్టాడు రా
GE is what's so impressive. Even with Zappy over on that B side of the map, he had the From the Shadows. So in theory, the Veto and the Omen on that B side of the map could stack A so quickly. We
టైమ్
talked about the previous meta.
జెన్జీకా టైమ్ అవుట్ ఒక నిమిషం అబ్బాయిలు వచ్చేస్తా నేను వెయిట్కిరు 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 ఓకే. వచ్చేసా. నేనొచ్చేసా. హర్షాభాయ్ ఉన్నావా? హలో. మాట్లాడట్లే. అబ్బా! ఓహ్! స్ట్రీమ్ చేయట్లే హర్షాభాయ్? నో స్ట్రీమ్ టుడే? Zowie, Zowie.
Another rough game from
I
Caron.
guess.
Felt like
If
they
they,
were not super online,
go
not
with
super active in
8-4,
bind, and I'm
8-4
not
uన్నా
getting
కూడా
the sense that much has changed coming into
8-4
split here.
ఉంటే
Lucky
గనక
is once again top
easy, I
fragging on the
guess,
fade. This is bad news bears
easy
for
win for
GenG.
G. Yetraj G, let's go baby. Yetraj bhai, welcome to the stream. Long time. ఎలా ఉన్నావు Yetraj bhai?
Yeah, not a lot
Long
on
time
offer.
bhai. ఎట్లా ఉన్నావు?
Couple of sheriffs. You got the outlaw waiting in the wings. Crystal is licking his lips at the prospect of a couple of freebies. Shotgun up on A heaven. There's no way you're making your way up there.
మెంటల్ ఆడుతుంది బై Yetraj bhai. గుడ్ నైస్. మెంటల్ ఆడుతుంది జీ. నేను ఎక్స్పెక్ట్ చేయలే అస్సలు.
Javi with the judge.
యాడ్ ఆడుతుంది.
GenG have just been given the middle of the map yet again. GE are quite happy to give it up. Play around that. If you could get a good timing though.
5 people are watching the stream, guys. Like and subscribe.
It could be on for
305 subs today. Let's go.
Nicely, and that's where the outlaw gets involved.
Find so much more as well.
my
This
God.
Where's he going?
We're going bungee jumping.
I saw that in Harry Potter. He's floating into the air.
Castor is stupefied. Unfortunate.
Man, that's rough. Caron's literally been force choked into the air. by a
అరే
nicely
పాపరా
placed Seas.
ఎవడాడు వైపర్ అవతల వైపర్ ఎవడాడు
Damn it.
He did do it to him, to be fair. The outlaw against the eco.
Karen.
It is disgusting.
పాపరా
It's too
Karen.
easy for GE this game, isn't it?
But this is so awkward because GenG were the ones who, walking away
full on
from
aggressive
kickoffs, didn't play
approach.
split
Yeah,
that much.
bro. Bro,
This
ఏమన్నా
is
ఆడుతుందా
GE who
జెంజి?
had it 4 times
నెక్స్ట్
played.
లెవెల్
Yeah.
ఇంప్రూవ్మెంట్ బై నెక్స్ట్ లెవెల్ ఇంప్రూవ్మెంట్ అసలు.
Looking to try to pick up the pace, but it's a
వాళ్ళు
C-state
general గా
combo.
ఇంతకు
Will
ముందు
end
develop-
him on the spot. Gorgeous utility from
Oh
GE.
my
You
God,
had a
oh my
timeout
God, oh my
coming
God.
into this round. This was not
అంటే
meant
వాళ్ళ
to happen.
స్టాట్స్ ఎంత బాగుంటున్నాయి అంటే కనుక
Unfortunately,
యూటిల్
did.
డంప్
Now
ప్రాపర్
GE
యూటిల్
just
డంప్
lie in
ప్రాపర్
wait.
కాంబోస్ మీద ఫోకస్ చేస్తున్నారు
Don't
వాళ్ళు.
have much else.
Proper
You don't have
combos.
options towards the back of other sites, other
పైన
portions
లో
of the
ఎవరు
map.
ఇంకా
We're gonna
ఎందుకు
contact into
తీసుకుంటున్నారో
Zabi. He's
ఎవరికి
got a
తెలియదు.
shotgun. You've got the
No!
utility. We can't even
ఇందాక
throw
అడిగారు
a C's.
యాక్చువల్లీ
That's luckier.
ఇది
This is falling apart.
సోలో ఉంటాడు
Quack.
కదా సోలో జెంజి కోచ్ ఉంటాడు కదా
Yudotan's gone off.
ఉడతాన్
Beacon.
ఎస్
Get
లెట్స్
hit
గో
by the
లెట్స్ గో
paranoia
లెట్స్ గో
as
లెట్స్
well.
గో లెట్స్ గో లెట్స్ గో ఉడతాన్
Autumn's
లెట్స్
starting
గో
to make a move, and
లెట్స్ గో ఉడతాన్
they're just trying to pick their timings into these fights. GenG want to be
Nice.
deep and fight their way
నైస్
out of it, but it's
లెట్స్
not
గో
happening.
లెట్స్ గో లెట్స్ గో
Yudotan to
ఉడతాన్
finish
డబ్ల్యూ
with the
డబ్ల్యూ ఉడతాన్
Predator
డబ్ల్యూ ఉడతాన్
ace.
I
ఫస్ట్
mean, he's
ఏస్ ఆఫ్
farming on the Rays
పెసిఫిక్
again. What do you even say at this point?
ఫస్ట్ పేస్
13 and
ఫస్ట్
4.
ఏస్ ఆఫ్ పెసిఫిక్
Patman's had multi-frags
డబ్ల్యూ
on
డబ్ల్యూ డబ్ల్యూ
multi-frags.
డబ్ల్యూ
Crystal hasn't
ఉడతాన్
put a
డబ్ల్యూ
foot
డబ్ల్యూ
wrong.
డబ్ల్యూ
And this Vito is looking a little bit silly, a
సో
little bit
బేసిక్
foolish
గా
at this point.
ఇందాక అడిగారు జెంజి కోచ్ ఎవరైతే ఉంటారో వాళ్ళని అడిగారు అనమాట లైక్ ఎవరు నర్వ్స్ వల్ల ఏంటి ఏమైనా ఎఫెక్ట్ అవుతుందా లేకపోతే ఏంటి మీరు ఏమైనా స్టాట్స్ మారుద్దాం అనుకుంటున్నారా ఏంటని చెప్పి సో వాడు అప్పుడు ఏమన్నాడంటే వి ట్రైడ్ చేంజింగ్ మెనీ స్టాట్స్ అవన్నీ చాలా ట్రై చేసాము స్టాట్స్ కాంబోస్ అవన్నీ బట్ లైక్ ఏమంటారు
Was not expecting that from Yudotan.
నర్ఫ్ వల్ల ఇబ్బంది
Go again,
అవుతుంది
GenG.
బట్ లెట్స్ సీ ఇంకా అంతే
Paranoia onto
ఏమంటారు
Autumn. He's
ఏమవుతుందో
under
ఏంటో అని
not much
చెప్పి
pressure here,
Like,
feeling quite safe
they are
behind the
uncertain
5-4
about it,
TP.
Anmat.
Into the cage from Foxy9. Where's he off to?
So open. And now the corner unchecked. Autumn is just going to lap it all up. The Stinger still pushing through, though, and Texture already into the back of screen.
This could be a
ఉడతాను
big round
ఉరికేస్తున్నాడు
from
అబ్బో
Texture.
మామూలుగా
One off
కాదుగా
the overdrive here.
బాయ్
Still does
ఉడతాను
have the fast
సెంటినల్
lane in
నుంచి
play to
డ్యూల్
try to cut
షిఫ్ట్
off some of
అయినప్పుడు
the
మనకు
angles.
అర్థం అవ్వాలి
Seas is there for
వాడి
Lakia, but I'm
సెంటినల్
looking
అప్పుడు
at Yudotan.
ఇంకా
The man has got a
మామూలు
rocket in his
కాదు
pocket.
ఒక్కొక్కడిని పిండేసేవాడు అలాంటిది
Even just tapping the button is
ఫుల్
going to
రోల్స్
force
చేంజ్
GenG to scramble somewhat.
యా
Oh, there goes the
ఫుల్
paranoia.
స్టాట్స్
There
చేంజ్
goes the
అయిపోయి రోల్స్ చేంజ్
showstopper.
అయిపోయింది
GenG,
స్టాట్స్
how do
చేంజ్
you hold?
అయ్యాయి
Pat's gone
ఇంతకు ముందు
nuclear against Lakia.
డిఫెన్స్ అంత బాగుండేది కాదు
Sending off to it.
జీది
Texture has to come up huge, but it's not going to happen. The
Dude,
peach shells even at the
క్లీన్
end.
Unreal.
క్లీన్
8-2 for GE.
Proper
Just when
clean.
you thought GenG was going to catch a little bit of a break, you were going to get a little bit of that
ఇంతకు ముందు జీది
texture
డిఫెన్స్
magic.
వీక్ అనమాట మనకేంటి
Just
అటాకింగ్ లో
instantly
వాళ్ళు
smacked
దూరిపోయారు
away with
మంచిగానే
another
ఆటమ్
nice
డ్యూయల్
flank on the
ఉండే
retake. GE has
జావి
just been so
అందరు
active
రోల్స్
in these
చేంజ్
rounds, taking
జావి
that control.
ఇప్పటికీ
See the
స్మోక్స్
flank
తీసుకుంటున్నాడు కదా
down the middle of the map there from Patman.
జావి స్మోక్స్
Yudotan
తీసుకున్నాడు ఇప్పుడు
joining up with him.
తీసుకుంటున్నాడు
It's not something that GenG was able to tackle. To be fair, they
But
didn't
bro,
bring much into that round,
must
but they
say-
need every single
I
round
must
that
say
they can
one
get.
thing.
This attacking side has been a
Must say one
non-starter.
thing, by Batman.
Just gonna leave
Batman
everything
is one of the
defense.
best things
Not too
they have
good. You got 4
taken
ults
this year.
online now. Come on, GenG.
W అనమాట,
Another
లిటరల్లీ
big
W.
trap here. Zinx didn't
అంటే
fall for
ఎంత
it in the
క్రూషియల్
pistol.
రౌండ్స్ తీస్తున్నాడు అంటే బ్యాట్మ్యాన్, మెంటల్
There's the
క్రూషియల్
trick
రౌండ్స్
to be able
అసలు
to secure control of B main
నెక్స్ట్
that
లెవెల్
will be
క్రూషియల్ రౌండ్స్.
taken back at some point. It's only a question of when from GE as the Prowler clears all of that out. And for GenG, I mean, they didn't pivot back towards that B side. They're once again working A a little bit more slowly, a
Zavix
little bit
Moxa
more
ఆడుతున్నాడు.
tentatively, because let's be honest, when they picked up the pace, they have been punished heavily.
Guys, like and
At least
subscribe
they've
guys.
got
5 people
ramp
are
control
watching
this
stream.
time.
If anyone new to
Smoke
the
goes
channel,
to
do like
Mail,
and subscribe.
trying to obscure their intentions, but GE are rotating correctly nonetheless.
ఇంకేంటి యతిరాజ్ భాయ్, ఏంటి సంగతులు?
Very carefully as ever. Operator as well.
What is up? What is up? What is up?
Now you kind of know exactly what's going to happen. Early Nightfall, though.
Bye,
just
sir,
trying to
you can,
thwart GenG's advances.
Okay, side and
Toss
travel.
everything
Shot.
into the site.
Shot.
And you walk away with glory. The
Hello,
kills
mister.
getting
Nice,
picked
nice,
up
nice, nice.
as GenG begin to crumble and fall
Batman
apart.
timings
Once
every round
again,
వేరే లెవెల్.
just extra
లక్
left.
అనాలో స్టార్ట్ అనాలో
Zinx
తెలీదు.
is somewhere else trying to
ప్యూర్
get himself
ఎయిమ్ బై.
transferred over up through vents.
నీకు బైండ్ లోనే ఇందాక
Just a beautiful contact
అరే
setup
అరే
being
అరే అరే
constructed
అరే
here. Crystal
టైమింగ్ రా.
was the first point of
Bad
contact,
luck రా,
and
hard luck.
maybe that's all that's needed. Zinx finally coming alive here. He's had a
అదేంటది?
quiet map thus far, but only 20 seconds
సో
to pick
ప్యూర్
up the
ఎయిమ్
spike
ఇందాక
and
నువ్వు
complete
బైండ్ లో
a 1 on
చూస్తే
2.
కనుక
I
ఒక
don't know if
1v4
that's coming
తీసాడు.
together. No shot.
మెంటల్ 1v4 అది అసలు
Way too low.
ప్యూర్ ఎయిమ్.
Autumn doesn't even really need to use the op
నెక్స్ట్ లెవెల్
here.
ఎయిమ్ బ్యాట్మెన్ ది. నెక్స్ట్ లెవెల్ ఎయిమ్.
He's gonna use it either way.
షాట్.
This misses
Let's go,
scored out
let's
to
go.
9-2.
I mean, this is a stomp from GE. on
నేనైతే
their
ప్యూర్
opponent's
ఎయిమ్
map
అంట.
pick. The
And
last
yeah,
time these two teams
timings
played,
అనేవి
you
మనకి
needed
basic
every
గా
single round to be able to
బైండ్ లో
separate
వేలే
them,
అప్పుడు
but
కూడా
I
ఇచ్చి
don't know what's happened in the
పడేసాడు.
off season.
నేను
You know, we
టైమింగ్
heard
అంటే
it in the
మోస్ట్లీ
content piece
ఏమంటారు,
that GenG's been
మా
putting in the work, but I'm
Foxy
not seeing it in the server right now. I'm scratching my head at Foxy9 on controller
ఫాక్సీ బాడుతున్నాడు,
and Ash
టెక్స్చర్
going out of
బాడుతున్నాడు
the
అండ్
roster.
లాకియా.
Some of these comps
Crazy.
as well,
ఈ
either
ముగ్గురు
looking a
crazy
little bit
ఆడుతున్నారు.
outdated or a little bit flat.
మెయిన్ గా
Whereas
లాకియా
GE,
చాలా
I mean,
రౌండ్స్
they've just
తీస్తున్నాడు.
gone from
లాస్ట్ లో
strength to
బైండ్ మ్యాప్ లో
strength.
కూడా తీసాడు,
Everybody
ఇందులో కూడా
is
తీస్తున్నాడు. చాలా
performing
రౌండ్స్
across the
తీసాడు
board,
లాకియా.
and it feels like the setups are beautiful. Up back out once again for Autumn. Wasn't
అండ్
really
యా
needed in
యతిరాజ్
that
భాయ్,
last round, but
మీ
with another
ఫ్రెండ్స్
contact
తెలుగు
play
ఫ్రెండ్స్
towards
వాళ్ళు
A main
ఉంటారు
because
కదా,
they
కొంచెం
freebies for
ఛానల్
him.
సజెస్ట్ చేస్తే సబ్స్ తెచ్చుకుంటారు. ఓ
Just trading
నైస్
for position.
షాట్,
He's gonna
నైస్
keep a bit
షాట్
of
రా.
damage though. Oh, it's still good.
Side
Side
one lead,
open,
okay.
Nightfall through, doesn't
Adin
connect
smoke
onto
gate layer lo?
anyone. Pretty much just a quick reactions from GE. Look at the rotations. Crystal getting the shot spammed across.
I mean, I don't think Texture has ripped a successful overdrive this entire series. Immediately slapped away.
నైస్ నైస్
Reactive
నైస్
paranoia from
డిలే అయింది,
Foxy9
డిలే
trying to
అయింది, డిలే
slow
అయింది.
down the retake a little more.
ఇట్ గాట్ డిలేడ్.
Got the boom bot now coming
మా
in as
దాంట్లో ఎవరు
well.
వాల్యూ చూడరు,
And
ఆల్రెడీ
now
అందరికి షేర్
from
చేశా.
above, Karen,
Okay,
does
bye.
he have
Just
this read? Not
నువ్వు ట్రై చేయడం
quite.
ముఖ్యం బై నాకంతే.
Just the
Thanks,
rest
bye.
of
Thank you so
GenG
much.
onto the
Share
sites
this,
now, but they're all getting choked out.
Bro,
Lights out in the
clean
final
ra.
round of the first half.
Proper
We actually
clean.
get a 10-2.
I mean, this is
Proper,
just dominance from
proper
GE.
clean.
Carroll even had a pit in that post plant, and he just
Mental
never used
clean,
it.
bye.
He never got into a good enough position
Last
to be
round.
able to make
లాస్ట్
that work for himself.
డిఫెన్స్ అయిపోయింది.
Double
Attack
digits for GE in the first half alone. It's got to be back to the
Yep.
drawing board for GenG, and I think if they get stomped this
ఏం
hard by a
clean
team that
retake
you'd say might
చేస్తున్నారా,
be their
GenG
closest
ఏంట్రా ఇంత
competition in a group
బాడుతుంది.
like this, especially after the
This
kickoff
time,
result.
I guess
Surely they're going out
ఇంకో
bottom
మాస్టర్స్
two,
ఉంటది.
because it doesn't get easier
Okay.
from here. We've got
ఇంకో
both
మాస్టర్స్
of the
ఉంటది.
masters,
సో మోస్ట్లీ నేను
Santiago
అనుకోవడం
grand finalists in this
మాస్టర్స్
group as
సెలెక్ట్ అవుతారు
well.
అనుకుంటున్నాను నేను.
Yet to be
మోస్ట్లీ
played by
మోస్ట్లీ
GenG.
ఐఎమ్ థింకింగ్ దే విల్
I
గెట్
don't know,
సెలెక్టెడ్
bro.
టు
I just
మాస్టర్స్.
don't see it. I'm not seeing it come together, and we're only one game into the season, not even.
నేను పక్కా నమ్ముతున్నా బాయ్, పక్కా మాస్టర్స్కి వెళ్తారని అనుకుంటున్నాను నేను. బికాస్ ప్రాపర్ చేంజ్ చేశారు స్ట్రాట్స్ కానీ రోల్స్ కానీ, ప్రాపర్ సింక్ అవుతున్నాయి ఇప్పుడు. యాక్చువల్లీ ముందు ఉడతను సెంటర్లోనే కొట్టేవాడు, ఇప్పుడు మెంటల్ ఎక్కిస్తున్నాడు అసలు. అండ్ ఆ ప్యాట్మ్యాన్ ఇస్ డబ్ల్యూ ఇనిషియేటర్ అండ్ స్మోకర్ 2 ఛాన్స్ ఉంది. యా 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 ప్యూర్ ఛాన్స్ ఉంది. నెక్స్ట్ లెవెల్ ఛాన్స్ ఉంది బాయ్, నెక్స్ట్ లెవెల్. అబ్బాయిలు లైక్ కొట్టండమ్మా. 13 likes, ఓ సారీ 14 likes. లెట్స్ గో టువర్డ్స్ 20 likes. 20 likes కొట్టండి. లెట్స్ గో టువర్డ్స్ 20 likes. ఆ మాస్టర్స్లోకి వెళ్ళి టాప్ 4లో ఉంటే గనక అదిదా అచీవ్మెంట్. ఓకే ఓకే బాయ్. అవునా పనుందా? ఓకే బాయ్, చలో బాయ్ బాయ్. థ్యాంక్స్ ఫర్ కమింగ్ టు ద స్ట్రీమ్ యతిరాజ్ బాయ్, థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్. చలో బాయ్. హ్యావ్ ఎ గుడ్ డే బాయ్. వాటర్ తెచ్చుకోవాలమ్మా నేను. అరే అమ్మా. Am I seeing 2-0 on GenG?
I'm not going to lie. Patman
2-0 on GenG.
is lurking towards A main this round.
At
Bit of
level stuff
active
as well.
pressure on B
At
main.
level
And
stuff.
Okay.
smoke it to middle. GE trying to mask their intentions here. Double trip on B. This is a heavily fortified site.
That's the thing. Utah's got the
Nice
shells
one.
as
Nice
well.
tag
Yeah,
run. Nice
I mean,
tag
this is
run.
why I said the Raze plays much better into the Cypher than the Neon.
Dixie tag.
Info cam from Zinx. I'm sure Patman can hear that, and he's itching to deal with it at some point, but he needs to take his time. Scared that he'll get caught by a trap on A ramp. And you can see both the Omen,
There it goes.
yeah, and the Neon were ready to pounce on anybody dealing with that cam.
Fishing around. You hear one sheriff shot, so it's not enough. You might not think the full force of GE is here, but lo and behold, GE's
Nice
just
read, Ra.
gaming
Actually,
this
nice read. If
so
they kill
nicely.
Omen,
Foxy Knight's position now
he will get killed.
triangulated. The whole
Bother
team
did.
marching across. Texture.
side లో కూడా ఒకడు
alone.
పోవాలి.
I thought Texture was going to help
Side
him
లో
out, but
కూడా
bro was
ఒకడు
dipped into the
పోవాలి.
site.
పోవాలి.
C9 going
పోవాలి.
1 for 1 there, not too
పోవాలి.
bad.
పోవాలి.
Pivot straight through
పోవాలి.
ropes though.
పోవాలి.
Up in towards B heaven. Let's not forget there's
Odi
2
amma,
trips here
ఏమన్నా
and 3 players
చెప్పేస్తున్నారా?
for GenG. They could definitely hold this.
What a fast rotate boy.
Workable.
జనాలు ఇద్దరిని
Lock
చూసారు. లగో
All
లగో
the
పరుగులు
information for
పరుగులు.
the team as well.
Nah,
He's been
bro.
good so
Huh?
far, but he's going to get taken out. Just
Bro,
Caron
bro.
trying to do his best. Tucked into the
Bro.
corner. He pushes into the cage, gets taken out
Bro.
mid-fight.
I mean, if
Hello,
you're
Ra?
not holding that, then it's not coming
అలా ఎలా
together.
కొట్టారా?
As GenG today, another heroic player
Oh
being
my god.
required of
Oh
Texture
my
does
God.
have a slide to work with that could help him
My
try
god.
to
Oh my god.
win one of these aim duels, but GE just working together in tandem. It's a high-low on the right side of the site. Too easy. 18 and 5 for
Bro.
Unitan.
ఆళ్ళ
11 for
పిక్ లో
GE.
ఆళ్ళ మ్యాప్ పిక్ లోనే
Just stacking up
మనోళ్ళ
all the numbers
domination.
in every category.
అది కదా డబ్ల్యూ
Easy
అంటే
as you
కదా.
like.
డబ్ల్యూ.
Jokes. I
W
mean,
guys.
11-2. Now you're pretty much walking in towards map series point. You know, call it what it is. Just not
Oh,
seeing too
Caron,
much from
man.
GenG in a lot of these
Ah,
moments.
good,
I mean, they're just, I don't feel like they're playing off of each other very well. Like you had Foxy isolated at Heaven by himself when initially at the start of the round, you were probably banking on a Relay Bolt Paranoia combo. And then a 3-player site with double trip not being able to be held. When you had a singular like pivot through Heaven.
ముందుకు వచ్చి అక్కడి కింద టిపి కొట్టాడు.
Like old
దానివల్ల
GenG, you
ఏమైంది
put your
వచ్చింది?
house on them winning that pistol.
I don't think so. He got any info by that.
I don't know how you feel about your predictions, but
ఎందుకంటే కనుక
either way,
ఫార్వర్డ్
this
బి
snap
ఫార్వర్డ్
GenG
నుంచి
forced
కొట్టేశాడు కదా
into the
టీపీ.
buy,
I
literally.
don't think so, man.
Stingers, Bucky. Autumn is waiting for his opportunity. There's 3 sets of light armor here, and he'd love to get a little bit of a click on with the Outlaw. Chokehold thrown in towards Vent is going to break things up a little bit, or at least confirm that Lucky is waiting.
Okay, fine.
Texture and Caron, they're gonna have to do
Nice, Ra,
something.
nice,
Anything. They
Ra.
feel pressured for it, so just dumping utility
I
out
mean,
now.
they just bait out the trap so easily.
Bait
Like,
చేశారు,
they
mid
threw a
bait
chokehold
చేశారు.
and then Unitan shot a
Mid
bullet.
bait
and they were
చేశారు,
like,
ఏ
yep, that was a
రొటేషన్
trap.
అనుకుంటున్నారు, బి
You-
హిట్
Let's go
చేస్తున్నారు.
B main.
Anxiety for GenG
Damn, boy,
through the
damn.
roof.
And they're just
Paranoia.
burning through
Damn.
all of their utility. Like, that's the Paranoia used. They've used the Relay Bolt. They've still got the C's, but that's about it.
And
Nice
now
shot, Ra.
lethal range. GE sees the kill. They're going in for it. Texture though, hold on. The sheriff shots are ringing across the site. Bucky out in hand, and Patman trying to save the round. Out with a ghost into the corner. Might have to spike. 10 seconds. He makes
Patman.
it go, but unbeknownst to him, it sinks around the corner. GenG
అరే
survived. just a
టెక్స్చర్
little
గడ్రా సైకో సలగాడు.
Third kill of the map there for Zinx. You're definitely going to
Pure
need your Cypher
execute
to come
చేశారు
online on the
రా. Texture
defense.
గడ్
The
psycho
Viper and the
సలగాడు.
Cypher, some of
ఏమన్నా
the
కొట్టాడా?
most important agents to have yourself fragging. Which is funny because I feel like old
Clean
GenG,
ra, clean.
if you saw like the Sentinel
Clean.
controller combo of like Munchkin Caron, you'd be like, okay, this site is held. It doesn't matter if there's a full execute. These guys are going to multi-frag, but
అదేంట్రా
like
దూరేసేలా
in this
ఉన్నాడు
game, the
లోపలికి మానిటర్
contrast
లోపల
is so
దూరేసేలా ఉన్నాడు
huge.
కాసేపు ఆగితే.
that's a round that will keep
అలాగే
them
ఉంది.
alive on the defense here, but I'm not sure how much more confidence you have at GenG turning this series around at this point. It's going to take a lot more work than that.
Undoubtedly. Even now, just getting forced all the way back.
GE Up into vents. It is a save round from them. Playing around on the ropes. Caron lies in wait with the judge. Could be on for a multi-frag
no,
here.
no.
I dare say he
Nora.
has to.
Huh?
Oh, but he's gonna get taken out.
Bro.
Surely not.
Rough. Foxy9 alone on the site
Ala
now.
ella re.
Pressured by a lot of utility. It's a decent paranoia to try to buy himself some space as the rest of GenG trying to rotate in, but he can't even pick up one.
Hold on, we got 6 around the corner still. He was good in the previous round, has to come up with more goods.
What
but
a
he's getting
movement, boy.
smoked
What a
off.
movement.
At the same time, it's Pat pushing up further front.
He
Makes
didn't
it a
expect
trade,
that.
but then you got the hopping judge in play.
Nice.
All of a sudden, the tables have turned around. It's just
Blue wrapping
Hotgun.
by.
He's out by Heaven. Position noted. Just trying to peek across, but Yudotan right underneath his nose. We're up to series point, people.
This is a stomp, man.
Crazy,
He had the force
crazy
by one
Udutan.
by GenG, and GE
Crazy.
reply with a full eco win.
Crazy
The
stuff.
judge gets nothing, not even one. Immediate entry from Pat.
The foot!
Yep. Spotted out the foot, head taken off. Foxy9 the next up to bat with a decent paranoia. Still can't even
With
bring
14
one
HP,
frag
pick
to the
two, man.
table. In the back of the site there. You need your Omen Viper to be able to multi-frag on these side holds. The frustration is evident for GenG. It's been a very rough series from them.
Rough day.
Cute fella, Papa.
Opening day. Again, just
Texture is a
not what you
cute
want to
fella.
have, but alas, here we are.
Watcher expired.
Autumn, once again, looking for openers with the Outlaw walking up mid, trying to bait the trap.
Okay. ఇప్పుడు ఆటం గడి అంత ఫార్వర్డ్ వెళ్తున్నాడు అంత ఫార్వర్డ్ ఎందుకు వెళ్తున్నావు ఆట
Going out towards mail or anything.
Boombot
Okay.
dealt with. Did hear the stinger, so they're
GenG
well aware that
chooses-
this is a 1-3-1.
ఒరే దరిద్రుడు అయిపోతుందిరా మ్యాచ్ కూడా ఇంకా జెంజీ
Walked
అట్ట
into
పెట్టరా
B main, you got to cut some corners. Glass cannon Vandal as well. You can tell
టీస్
that the man
చేస్తున్నావు
is
ఇందాక నుంచి
feeling
నాకే అర్థం
confident.
కావట్లేదురా
Pivot back to A though. There are multiple trips here.
పాపం వాళ్ళ దగ్గర
Pink
బై
shells
కూడా
hasn't
లేదురా
been
ప్రాపర్
used
బై
just yet.
చూడండి ప్రాపర్
Still
బై
very
ఆల్సో
doable
మ్యాన్
for GE. Of course, GenG will have this
అయిపోయింది
written in the cards, though they're
అయిపోయింది
getting
అయిపోయింది
good read of the situation.
ఈజీ
Use the paint shells to break the trips.
అర్థమైంది ఇంకా ఈజీ అది
One
Bro,
tree not
bro.
broken, and that will be enough for Texture to kind
Bro.
of line things up. The rest of the team coming in off that effort as well. Now the spike on the ground. Surely this is where G starts to resurge.
Paranoia into Hellside though. I thought Patman was on for a multi-frag, but Texture from screen side, very dialed in on his screen this round.
డబ్బులు ఉన్నాయి కదరా
Savvy.
ఏం చేస్తారు డబ్బులు
Looking for
వెళ్ళు
damage.
కొట్టు
Only 10
This is
seconds just
Canada.
going to fall away and
Oh,
save
okay, okay.
a successful
క్రిస్టల్
hold
అండ్
from
ప్యాట్మన్ దగ్గర
GenG.
లేదు
Courtesy of a nice multi-frag from Texture.
క్రిస్టల్ అండ్ ప్యాట్మన్ కి పాస్ నహీ హాయ్
Thanks to the information from Foxy9 as well. I mean, you gotta love starting to get a little bit more proactive. Shut some doors in G's face.
I mean, yeah, it's a
Got a ways
టెక్స్చర్
to
గడి
go.
తీసాడు రా 2 రౌండ్లు
it's a good round,
టెక్స్చర్ గడి
but many more needed.
2
8
రౌండ్లు
more
తీసాడు
in a row
లేకపోతే
from
కనుక
GenG.
ఎప్పుడో
I'm not
అయిపోతుంది
sure how
మ్యాచ్
that's going to be coming together.
ఇప్పుడు
Showstopper.
it was 12 to
Showstopper's
sorry
out
13 to
from Udo as well.
it was 13 to
It's a nice hold. Good setup with
2
Zinx in the
రౌండ్లు
back of the
టెక్స్చర్ గడి
side.
తీసాడు
Spam through from Texture, reactive pawn over on Heaven's side.
మార్చ్ లో మీటప్ పెట్టు పెడదాం మార్చ్ సరిపోద్దా
You can hear it
ప్లూటోకి
in the
వెళ్దాం
comms of GenG, you know, GenG
Arla
zone
cheppu.
when they're pumped up
Deni
for
grahanni
their, you know,
తీసుకొచ్చేద్దాం.
path to GenG Raw. That is a whisper, mate.
ఓకే 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 ఏ మూమెంట్ రా అది
Just trying to fight back tooth and nail. Texture out towards the top of Heaven. Getting some control.
టెక్స్చర్ నీ అబ్బా
Takes the rocket out of the round as well.
మూన్ లో కూడా
Patman
పెట్టు
over on
Okay.
Heaven's side though does pick up Caron.
Oh,
So
Patman
a lot
got
of
one.
pressure on
Nice,
Foxy9
Ra.
to try to
Nice,
hold
nice,
this
nice.
side. Texture has made it to the party in time though. Paranoia
no, bro,
and Relay
no.
Ball could be huge here. It catches a decent timing and it's a nice crunch on Heaven from GenG. But how does it get that messy?
Autumn is how. Oh my
What?
God! Turns things down to the 2v1. This was
What?
never meant to be G's full round. They had a half buy coming into this. Now Evolution's
Oh,
top,
yalla,
but the
how?
Nightfall confirms no one else
How?
nearby.
How the hell?
There's so much initiative that G can seize just by sheer positioning.
One kill from Zinx couldn't get it himself. The neural theft and read the
ఓకే
position
వాడు
of the
2
last
రౌండ్లు
player
ఇచ్చాడు ఒక
from
రౌండ్
GE.
పెట్టాడు పోయింది
He's
మ్యాచ్
gonna
సింపుల్
have to at this
Okay.
point. spots out the player out towards garage, but
Jupiter అయితే
still
better.
paranoid
సరేరా దినేష్,
as there
సరే.
may be more
ఎరా
players
దినేష్
up
గా
in
ఎక్కడ?
different corners.
ఆఫీస్
Gonna
లోనా?
walk up front, bank everything down to the garage plate, sets
Nice
down
ra,
the
nice
cage
pull.
just to try to obfuscate things, but ultimately the
GG.
Seas reveals all on him for the finishing kill. This was utterly every step of the way GE's game.
Yeah,
Oh
they
my
dominate
God.
the team that gave them a lot of trouble in the lower bracket of kickoff. GE
అబ్బా ఏం మాట్లాడుతున్నారు రా నాయన. మార్క్స్ గ్రేటర్ దెన్ ఎర్త్. వెళ్ళిపోరా అయితే అక్కడికి వెళ్ళిపో. ఎక్కడెందుకున్నావు? వెళ్ళిపో పో. నాసా వాళ్ళతో మాట్లాడుకొని స్పేస్ షిప్ అరేంజ్ చేసుకుని వెళ్ళిపో. బ్రో కెన్ వీ హ్యావ్ డబ్ల్యూస్ ఫర్ జెన్జీ? ఎవరెవరైతే స్ట్రీమ్ చూస్తున్నా కెన్ వీ హ్యావ్ డబ్ల్యూస్ ఫర్ జెన్జీ బ్రో? జెన్జీ అంటున్నా, జెన్జీ. దట్ వాస్ నాట్ నైస్ ట్రై, బట్ పర్లేదు ఇచ్చేయండి పాపం డబ్ల్యూ. నేను ఆల్రెడీ మార్చ్లో ఉన్నా. నెట్ బాగా వస్తుందారా మెగాట్రాన్ అక్కడ? బాగా వస్తుందా నెట్? ఎంత? 100 MBPS 200 MBPS ఆఫీస్? ఓకే ఓకే పర్లేదు, ఏం పర్లేదు. నెట్ ఫ్రీ మార్చ్లో. ఎందుకు నువ్వు ఒక్కడే అంటున్నావు అని చెప్పా? డబ్ల్యూ జెన్జీ గైస్. ఎమ్మటే మళ్ళీ జెన్జీ వస్తుంది. జీరా బాబు. డబ్ల్యూజీ 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 గైస్. అమ్మా ఏమన్నానా? ఏమన్నా ఆడారా అసలు? డబ్ల్యూ 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 నెక్స్ట్ లెవెల్ ఆడారులే. ఓకే గంటన్నరా అంతేనా? ఇలాన్ మస్క్ నా మామ. ఎలాన్ మస్క్ నీ మామ. ఓకేనా? ఓకే ఓకే 31 ఓకే ఫైన్. ఏం చేద్దాంరా? వీఆర్ డన్ హియర్. వీఆర్ డన్ హియర్ గైస్. ఏం చేద్దాం? నైట్ ఎలాగో ఆడతామేమో కదా. దినేష్ ఉన్నావా? హలో దినేష్. ఐ డోంట్ నో, మేబీ వస్తే నైట్ వస్తానేమో. మా వాళ్ళు గ్యాంగ్ ఆడదాం అని చెప్పి అన్నారు. యూ క్యాన్ ప్లే, ఐల్ ప్లే ఎట్ నైట్. లేకపోతే కనుక ఐ వోంట్ ప్లే. మేబీ ఐ కెన్ క్లోజ్ ద స్ట్రీమ్. ఐ గెస్ ఐ క్యాన్ క్లోజ్ ద స్ట్రీమ్. నాకు ఎలాగో జనాలు లేరు, సో వాలరెంట్ ఆడి కూడా పెద్దంత యూజ్ ఏం లేదు. యా ఓ వెయిట్, జాంగోవేడ్ అకౌంట్లో ఉన్నట్టున్నా. ఓకే చలో దెన్ ఐ గెస్ we can stop it off. We can stop the stream I guess guys. That was a W match, that was a W stream guys. Thank you so much ఎవరెవరైతే జాయిన్ అయ్యారో స్ట్రీమ్ లో. Thank you so much guys. Hope you people have enjoyed the stream. I tried engaging you people. I tried to engage you people. Let's see if you could do more or such. చూద్దాం ఓకేనా? అరే మెగాట్రాన్, ఒక హైపోథెటికల్ క్వశ్చన్ రా. రేపు నాది ఏమంటారు, నా ఛానల్ మానిటైజ్ అయింది అనుకో, నా సబ్స్క్రిప్షన్ కొంటావు కదా? మెంబర్షిప్ కొంటావు కదా? నాకు నమ్మకం ఉందిరా మెగాట్రాన్ నేను. విల్ బై రా మెగాట్రాన్. యూట్యూబ్ ఛానల్ డిలీట్. ఇప్పుడు హార్ష్గా మాట్లాడతావు ఎందుకురా? హార్ష్గా మాట్లాడతావు మెగాట్రాన్ కదా? మనీ ఓకే, ఇట్స్ ఓకే, ఏం పర్లేదు. చిన్న చిన్న గాయాలు అవుతూ ఉంటాయి. చిన్న చిన్న గాయాలని పెద్దది చేసేవాడి రెవెలరీ గేమ్. ఓకే ఎవరు లేడులే జనాలు, నో జనాలు. సరేరా మెగాట్రాన్, చలో వెళ్ళొస్తా. థ్యాంక్స్ రా మెగాట్రాన్, స్టార్టింగ్ నుంచి లాస్ట్ వరకు ఉన్నావు. యు బీన్ వన్ ఆఫ్ ద జెన్యున్ వ్యూవర్స్, సో థ్యాంక్స్ బై వచ్చినందుకు. నేను లాగిస్తా ఇంకా. మోస్ట్లీ నైట్ వస్తానేమో, మా గ్యాంగ్ వస్తా అంది. లెట్స్ సీ. ఓకే, ఎవ్రీవన్ హ్యావ్ జాబ్ దో. ఓకే, ఏం పర్లేదు, పర్లేదు మెగాట్రాన్. ఓకే, సరే సరే. సరే, నైట్ వస్తాలే మోస్ట్లీ. కానీ అమ్మ చాలా స్పీడ్గా అయిపోయింది రా, 1 hour 30 minutesలోని. డ్యామ్ రా జెంజీ. అమ్మ జెంజీ ఎందుకు వస్తుంది రా అస్తమాను జీ. ఓకే, గుడ్ నైట్. సరే, రాత్రి స్ట్రీమ్ పెడతా, వచ్చేసాయి మళ్ళీ. ఓకేనా, ఈసారి వస్తూ ఓ 10 రూపాయలు తీసుకురా. సరేలే 10 రూపాయలు వద్దులే కానీ. మర్చిపోయిన రా మెగాట్రాన్, షేర్ చేసావా మీ వాళ్ళకి షేర్ చేయమని చెప్పా. ఐ టోల్డ్ యువర్ ఫ్రెండ్స్ టు షేర్ మై ఛానల్ రా. షేర్ చేయరా, సబ్స్క్రైబర్స్ కావాలి. సో యా, షేర్ చేస్తా ఉండు బాయ్. ఓకేనా, డూ షేర్ మ్యాన్, డూ షేర్. తెలుగు వాళ్ళు, మనోళ్ళు, వాలరెంట్ ఆడేవాళ్ళు షేర్ చేయి బాయ్. మన వాళ్ళు సబ్స్క్రైబ్ కొడితే కనుక బాగుంటుంది కొంచెం. ఓకే, వాళ్ళని రమ్మను. సపోజ్ వాలరెంట్ చూసేవాళ్ళు, ఆడేవాళ్ళు ఎవరైనా ఉంటే కనుక వచ్చామని స్ట్రీమ్కి జాయిన్ అవ్వమను. కలిసి ఆడుకోవచ్చు, కలిసి చూడొచ్చు. ఓకే, కొంచెం షేర్ చేసి పెట్టరా మెగాట్రాన్. నేను ట్రై చేస్తున్నా షేరింగ్ అట్లకి, బట్ యా, అట్టట్ట వర్కౌట్ అవుతుంది. అట్టట్ట, యూనో అట్టట్ట. ఓకే, ఓన్లీ ఫ్రీ ఫైర్. ఎందుకురా ఎలా వెనకాల పడ్డా? ఫ్రీ ఫైర్ ఎందుకురా నీకు అంత ఇష్టం మెగాట్రాన్? తప్పు కదా, ఎందుకు అంత ఇష్టం నీకు ఫ్రీ ఫైర్ అంటే? యు లైక్ సో మచ్ ఫ్రీ ఫైరా? చలో, bye guys, 4 people are watching the stream. If anyone new to the channel, do subscribe guys. WG will be supporting G. G ఎప్పుడెప్పుడు మ్యాచ్ ఉన్నా కూడా వస్తాను మోస్ట్లీ నేను. ఐ డోంట్ లైక్ ఫ్రీ ఫైర్. ఓకే ఓకే, సరే, విల్ బి సపోర్టింగ్ జీ. మోస్ట్లీ జీ మ్యాచెస్ ఉన్నప్పుడు మాత్రమే వస్తాను నేను. జీ మ్యాచెస్ లేకపోతే రాను. ఓకే, పిఆర్ఎక్స్ అవన్నీ ఇష్టమే మనకి, బట్ యా అంత టైం లేదు కొంచెం, ప్రస్తుతానికి అంత టైం లేదు. నెక్స్ట్ మంత్ నుంచి చూద్దాం. ఓకే, నెక్స్ట్ మంత్ నుంచి ఆర్ నెక్స్ట్ మంత్ మిడ్ నుంచి వీల్ ట్రై టు డూ లాంగ్ స్ట్రీమ్స్. విల్ ట్రై డూయింగ్ లాంగ్ స్ట్రీమ్స్ గైస్, ఓన్లీ జెంజీ. కొడకా నీకు చెప్తాను రా, నెక్స్ట్ జీ మ్యాచ్ దేంతో ఉంటే కనుక దానికి సపోర్ట్ చేయడం స్టార్ట్ చేస్తావు కదరా నువ్వు నెక్స్ట్ మినిట్ నుంచి. నాకు తెలియదు అనుకుంటున్నారా మెగాట్రాన్ నీ గురించి? సరే, ఎస్ అయినోరా, నాకు తెలుసురా నీ గురించి. చలో, లైక్ అండ్ సబ్స్క్రైబ్ గైస్, లైక్ అండ్ సబ్స్క్రైబ్. నేను వెళ్ళొస్తా ఇంకా. ఓకే, అంటే కొంచెం చాట్ చేస్తూ ఉండండి రా. ఎందుకు అలాగా? 6 మంది చూస్తారు, 7 మంది చూస్తారు, ఒక్కడే చాట్ చేస్తుంటాడు జఫాగాడిలాగా. వాడికి ఎంత పని పాట లేకపోతే మాత్రం వాడు ఒక్కడనే చాట్ చేయనిస్తారా? మీరు కూడా చాట్ చేయాలి అలాగా. వాడు ఎంత జిమ్ ఫ్రీక్ అయితే మాత్రం వాడు ఒక్కడే చేతులు బాగుంటాయి అని చెప్పి, చేతుల్లో పవర్ ఉంటుందని చెప్పి టైప్ చేస్తాడరా. బాయ్. ఫీల్ అయ్యేవారా వెగట్రాన్? ఫీల్ అయ్యేవారా? ఏం ఫీల్ అవ్వకరా వెగట్రాన్, నేను స్కూల్లో ఉన్నా. సరేరా, సరే సరే, ఓకే. నువ్వు మార్క్స్లో ఉన్నావు, స్కూల్లో ఉన్నావు, వేరే వాడు ఉన్నావు, నాకెందుకు వెళ్ళే. ఓకే, సరే, టైప్ చేస్తూ ఉండండి అమ్మా. ఓకేనా, చాట్ చేస్తూ ఉండండి. హ్యావ్ ఫన్. ఓకే, చలో బాయ్. సియా. మేబీ నైట్ వస్తే వస్తా, లేకపోతే లేదు, నాకు తెలీదు. నేను మోస్ట్లీ ఐ డోంట్ నో. ఓకే, మా వాళ్ళు ఓపిక, నా సహనం, అంతే. చలో, సియా గైస్, బాయ్, హ్యావ్ ఎ గుడ్ డే. ఐల్ సీ యూ, బాయ్.